Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of the Brewed Up Basketball Podcast. I am here with Remesy, my co-host, and we are going to be getting into week 1 of the NBA with the top 5 players of the week starting now. What is your top 5 players?
Okay, so my top 5 players. Number 1, I gotta go Luka Doncic. My boy, Beast from the West. Love him. I got a number 2, Tatum. He's been balling out, regardless if he lost or not. He's been putting up those numbers. He's been playing really good defensively and offensively. And then number 3, I gotta go with Ja Morant. Ja Morant balling like a beast. He's improving what he did last year. I got Devin Booker, number 4. He's proving all the haters wrong. He's balling like a fucking beast, talking his shit and providing the fucking evidence to show why he's that guy. And then number 5, I go shockingly, not shockingly, but surprisingly, his team is doing really good. Damian Lillard, he's balling, bro. He's showing us he's still that Dame time player.
I think your list is all sorts of fucked up, but not really. I think that having Devin Booker there when there's clearly a better player ahead of him, there's actually 2 better players. There's actually 3 better players I can name at the top of my head that are better than him right now.
Okay.
Playing better than him right now. But number 1,
Okay.
I do have Luka. Even though I don't think he is, I don't have these ranked all in order because they're all very close. But if I were to rank it, I'll put Luka number 1. Dame is 2. He's playing phenomenal. He's definitely looks like he's like a top 5 player in the NBA. And what the Blazers have been doing is very impressive considering their roster and what everyone thought of them going into the season. And number 3, it's Giannis. Do we not remember who this guy is? He may have not been born here, but at least you can pay recognition to what he's doing to everyone in America right now.
Listen.
It's so disrespectful not to have him there.
No, listen. I can't put 1 week so far. We're 1 week in. I can't put Giannis only because he's only played 2 games. His first game was pretty decent. Defensively wise, he did excellent. Scoring wise, he could have done a little bit better, but he still did solid.
He shit on the Rockets.
Defensively, absolutely.
No, offensively.
No, Rockets. Yeah. It's not hard to shit on the Rockets. First of all, second of all, you're absolutely right. He did shit.
Okay,
so did Ja Morant. Ja Morant played way better than against the Rockets.
on my list. He's on my list.
Okay, but he played way better than Giannis against the Rockets.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
No, he did not. Ja did not play better.
Yes, he did. He scored more points.
That doesn't mean you played better. I scored more. I'm better.
Defensively, his stats were better.
No, all right, stats, bro. But who's playing better defense? You can't measure defense as a stat.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's a point guard, still blocking people
fucking
insanely.
Box score watcher. That's literally just a box score watcher.
It's not a box score watcher. I watched him play. You literally just
said, "Oh, the stats are better."
No.
That's
I watched him play.
Okay,
I watched him play. Right, he was locking up Jalen Green. Easily, simply put, Jalen Green could not score over him.
I need to see the numbers on that. I don't believe it.
Go ahead.
Because Jalen Green's been doing good this season, so I don't think that he got locked.
I think
pull up the numbers right now. You have time. Pull up the numbers. You're on your computer. Pull it up.
I got you right now. Pull up my phone.
Because damn near that the Rockets gave up when Giannis was playing. They didn't give up against fucking this dude, Ja.
It was a close game, but Ja performed really well.
Bro, they gave up against the Bucks. They just stopped playing. They just stopped. Sengun has not played a game since then, dog. It's been that bad. He's still recovering from that mind-blowing loss. It was
you said
that
Jalen
bad.
Green, right?
Yeah, you said it, not me.
No, I'm saying we're looking up Jalen Green.
Yeah.
Stats.
You were saying all this bogus, hocus pocus stuff.
He did guard up Jalen Green, bro.
So Jalen Green played bad.
He put up solid numbers. I'm pretty sure he shot terribly that game.
Let's see the percentages. Come on.
Hold on. Oh, actually, never mind.
He's lying now.
Maybe I was thinking of Kevin
Porter.
Hold on. Maybe I was thinking of Kevin Porter, bro.
I
get confused between the both of them.
You just lie.
No, I'm not, dude. I just get confused between the both of them.
I watched the game, but...
Hold
bro,
on,
one has hair, the other one doesn't. How do you get confused?
Okay, that's fair. Okay, yeah, not Jalen Green, but Kevin Porter shot horribly. He was guarding Jalen...
Nope.
He was guarding Kevin Porter, too. So
no, you can't just switch up now. If you're saying
I know Jalen Green's playing good. My bad, bro. I think they're the same people.
Giannis is better.
Jalen Green and Kevin Porter have the similar style, so I get confused between both of them. Okay. I think right now, Ja's better. He's played more games. We're judging off all 4 games. Ja Morant has been consistent, or if not, he's done way better. Every single game that he's played.
What happened against the Mavs though?
He still lost, but he still performed well.
That's crazy. Last time I heard that, like, you perform well, but you still lose. I don't know, man. That's
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna talk about Giannis. Like he's only played 2 games. He's won 2 games. That's it.
2-0, undefeated, like undefeated.
John Moran, I'm pretty sure he's like 3-1 right now. 3-1
Oh,
or 2-1.
you know who else
He's
was
played more
three? You know
games.
who else was
I
three
can't.
one? The Warriors.
can't-
And what happened to the Warriors? Blew a 3-1 lead.
Okay,
That
but
that's your guy.
I can't put Giannis there. Giannis is an honorable mention only because he's only played 2 games, and technically they're against people who are shitters.
You know who else has
76ers,
been better than him?
76ers were 0-2, and then the Rockets are the fucking Rockets.
Okay, you want to know who else
I
is
just
better
can't
than him?
put
Better
who
than Ja?
who.
You got Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum's
Yeah,
playing better.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
And you know who else has been better?
Who?
James Harden from Philadelphia.
I can't put James Harden. Sorry.
He's playing way better than him.
I can't put
That
James.
Philadelphia 76ers team has been playing like dog shit.
Defensively he's horrible.
James Harden's not been that bad in defensively.
One game, okay, he played really good his first game. His second game, he missed so many fucking threes. It was ridiculous.
Okay.
And then his third game, he did not shoot well at all.
Harden?
Yes.
Harden did not play bad his third game though. He was the only.
His third game,
he did not. If you were watching the game, he was. Wait. Let me get this across. If you're watching the game, you understood that Embiid was lackluster at all half the possessions he was playing, so it forced James Harden to make plays that he should not have been making.
First half, I agree, but the second half, Embiid picked it up. Second half, Embiid did pick it up. Yes, he did.
He looked bad that whole
Nah,
game.
at first
The
half,
game
he
where
looked
he even
horrible.
dropped 40 was terrible. Like, he did not play well.
First half, he looked awful, but the second half, he played a little bit better than he should have.
Okay, a little
James
bit,
Harden,
but still doesn't make up for it.
James Harden shot horribly, but other than that, he did really good. I just don't think he's better than D Booker right now. And
That's ridiculous. He's definitely better than
I know.
Devin
Booker has consistently dropped and shot over 50%, scoring over 30 points.
Okay.
And he's been playmaking, and his playmaking has been outstanding for the Suns as well. When Chris Paul's on the court, he's the main ball handler, and he's showing that he could make those offensive. Oh my bad. He's showing he can make those offensive plays. Like regardless if he can't score, he's gonna pass it out. Boom, find someone open. He could do that.
You know who else?
And he's not bad. He's not bad defensively at all.
You know who else does that though? At a better
And
level,
their team
more efficiently.
and their team is winning too.
Okay, and like, who has a better roster?
Between who?
The Sixers and the Suns.
Sixers.
Okay. Are you
Sixers
sure?
are the better squad. Yeah.
Besides the first two players, they're the better squad.
They have Tobias Harris. They have
He's
Tobias
ass.
Harris.
He's so shit on that team. He's
He's
ass.
good offensively. He's good offensively.
No one on
Yes,
that team is
I
good
think-
offensively on the Sixers. Everyone is bad. Everyone this week has been playing like they've never touched the
And
basketball.
then they got Maxey too. They got Maxey, Tyrese Maxey.
Maxey has been good. I will say Maxey
Yeah.
is the better one. Maxey
Yeah,
looks better
Maxey.
than Embiid right now. He looks way better than him. If
I
you were
agree.
showing someone basketball for the first time in their life, if I were to show Mason like my little cousin a basketball game, and he was to point out the best players on the team, they played the Suns, it'd be James Harden, Devin Booker, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, Chris Paul. That's what he would say. And it's crazy that like a 10-year-old can know that James Harden is a better player than Devin Booker.
No,
than you.
not right now.
It's
Not right
insane.
now.
And
No,
then,
first week, Devin Booker's been way better.
but then my
I'm not saying he's a better player, like in overall right now, but he's playing better than James Harden is. Simply put,
I think it's. I don't think
Devin Booker is more consistent.
by one game.
He's shooting-
On top of that, all right.
It's not one game. He's played
One
4 games
game.
in
No,
Harden's
he's been
played-
bad.
two games.
No.
2 games.
I'm looking
2
at
games.
this. We're looking at this.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Pull up this guy's numbers right now. Pull up Booker's numbers.
I will.
Yeah, you fucking better. Fucking Stan.
All right.
Last
So,
game.
mind you,
Wait,
every
wait,
single
wait. Last game. Harden. 55% from the field.
Okay.
100% from the free throw line. 50% from 3 on 10 attempts.
Okay.
29 points, 2 steals, 11 assists, 9 rebounds.
Okay.
And that was against Tyrese Halliburton and Benedict Mathurin.
Jesus Christ, yeah, the Pacers. Okay, now Devin Booker last game against the Golden State Warriors, the defending champs, 10 for 19, 53% shooting from the field, 11 for 14 for the free throw, 3 for 8 for the 3, 7 assists, 2 rebounds, 3 steals, 34 points in total.
All right, well, context
Against the
bender.
defending
This
champs.
is a context bender right here. Context
the
bender.
defending
Wait,
champs.
This is context bending. The Warriors this season have been terrible defensively. They're bottom 10 in the defense right now because they've lost all their key defensive players. So it's easier to score on them now. And on top of that, wait. On top of that, the Kings almost beat the Warriors the other day. And now we're making this argument. The Kings almost beat them. It was a 5-point game at the end.
It doesn't matter.
Caught up.
There's a reason why, and I will explain it later. There's a reason why that's happening. First,
James Harden.
of all,
his other game was bad, but he wasn't bad defensively. He had 2 blocks and a steal.
Okay,
but he shot terribly. I'll give you that.
I can tell you Devin Booker's last game, like besides this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Harden's also played 4 games too, by the way.
Okay, so against the LA Clippers.
Yeah, I watched that.
Right,
game.
This game they won. They destroyed the Clippers.
Fuck you.
13 for 21 with 62% shooting. 4 for 4 from the 3. 5 for 9 from the 3-pointer. That was just like 56%. 4 assists, a steal, a rebound, and in total scored 35 points.
What is he averaging on the season?
He's averaging right now.
And what is he shooting to? Well, we'll go off
33%. 33%. He's shooting over 50%.
He's shooting 50% from the field.
Over 50%.
Okay, Harden's shooting 48% from the field.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
That's not bad at all. What?
For 4 games.
He's shooting 95% from the free throw line.
It's not bad.
37% from the 3.
Averaging 48% is not bad. But if Devin Booker is consistently, for the 4 past games, shooting over 50%, consistently, scoring 30s all around the boards, it's like they're all close together. He's consistently scoring the 30s.
What is his blocks, steals, assists? Like, what is all those?
His steals, he's averaging about a steal a game.
Okay, Harden's averaging a steal and a block.
Okay.
So he's playing, by defensive stats, he's doing better. By defensive stats.
Very little.
A block as a guard is really good.
Very little.
Averages 10 assists.
Okay.
And averages 8.5 rebounds.
That's valid.
And he's shooting way better than him from the free throw line. Game on the line. I want James Harden draining it.
So what's his free throw percentage?
95.
Okay, 88%. You're right. Okay, that's fair. No, that's fair. But
that's terrible. 88% is terrible for a guard.
No, listen. Harden is notoriously known for all his points being scored by the free throw.
Okay, that's good then. That means when he gets there, he will convert.
He's okay, so we can't like put like I don't really free throws. Obviously, he's gonna do better, right? Because he needs to do better. He's always at the free throw line. He should be scoring free throws, right?
What is Devin Booker shooting from 3?
From 3-pointer percentage is 48%.
48%. Harden's not that far behind with 37, but he probably takes less. How much is he? Probably takes more. How much does Devin Booker?
I'd rather have a consistent score, like consistently scoring the 3, than fucking 37% shooting like 20 a game.
He doesn't shoot 20. He shoots 8.
I'm just saying.
He's 1 off for making 50% a game.
He's shooting 37%.
Harden's shooting 37%. 3 for 8.
How's he 1-3?
3 for 8. So if he makes one more than what he does right now, he'd be 4 for 8. That's 50%.
Oh, Devin Booker averages 32.5, so we're just gonna round that up to 33, right? 1.3 steals, basically 33 points a game.
Okay.
1.3 steals.
Yep.
6 assists, 3 rebounds, shooting 53% from the field, 48% from the 3, and then 88% from the free throw. So scoring wise, Devin Booker's doing way better.
Okay, Harden averages 27 a game.
So yeah, this guy averages 6 more points than him. He does, and he's way more consistent.
Harden is not.
So yeah, Devin Booker is the number 1 option.
Okay, and Harden isn't. Right. So who is getting more touches?
It could be debatable.
I'm just saying, right now,
it could be debatable.
Harden
has
a harder load on him. Pause. Huge pause. He has a way bigger load on him because Embiid is playing so lackluster that to me he's playing better right now because of what he has to adapt to what his team is doing right now.
I just don't like that excuse only because, right, if he's playing really bad, then James Harden should be like he should be getting the ball more, he should be shooting more, and he is, but he's not making those shots.
He just had one bad game.
If you're watching the 76ers play, right, if you notice, like during like the later quarters, they just start shoving 3s up.
They don't run plays. They don't run plays.
I'm not saying okay. So like when they're on the court, right? Later in the quarters, they just start shoving threes in the air.
Yes,
Like
they
you
don't
watch
run
Tobias
plays.
Harris,
It's just ISO. That's it.
Harden just shoves threes up in the air. Like granted, sometimes he doesn't and he makes them, but like the last game where he shot horribly, he was just shoving threes up in the air.
Last game he played well, so he didn't shoot bad.
I'm not saying
He was
like
in
the
the game
last game.
before that. Is what
Yes,
you
that's
mean?
why.
Yeah,
Yes, he was
that's
just
fair.
shoving threes.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, I feel like that's like more of like a again. I think it's Doc Rivers too. I think he's a huge problem. We'll get to that later about the whole Sixers thing because I just want to mention my honorable mentions for like the top 5 players.
Okay.
At number 6, I had Shea. He's averaging great defensive numbers as a guard, and he's improved offensively a shit ton.
Yeah.
We in my opinion, I thought Shea has already peaked as a player last year because I don't know what he could have gotten that much better in. He was already a good defender, but now he's a way better defender, and he is now a very versatile offensive player. He was before, but now he's even more versatile. De'Aaron Fox is amazing now at shooting the ball. I literally was screaming without the C the other night watching him play. It was amazing. Watching him be able to shoot threes with confidence and not missing at all. I'm pretty sure if you check his stats, I haven't seen the numbers by him, just watching him play. He's probably like shooting 3 or 4 threes a game.
Yeah, yeah. I noticed that he's actually shooting like he's picking it up like with his shot. Like last year, he didn't shoot very well. That was like a problem with his game. But like this year, he increased that. Like he's now starting to. He's more comfortable shooting the ball now,
He's
and
just
he's like the primary offense in that team.
he's just not scared of anything now. He looks so
No,
much more aggressive.
he looks a lot better this year, and like
And defensively, he looked like he's a. It looks like he's back to when he was in college. He was a really, really good defender in college. He was a menace.
yes,
When he got to
yes,
the
yes.
NBA, it looked lackluster, but now it's like
hmm
he's very aggressive on
He's
defense. Like
picking up his game.
when
I love
they
that.
when they played the Clippers, there was points where the Clippers were running a play to get Fox on Paul George, and they had to stop running that play because although Paul George was making it over him, De'Aaron Fox was not backing down on defense. He was like holding his own to some extent. The next player that I want to mention is the last one for my mentions is Siakam. Siakam has been playing amazingly lately.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's insane how well he is playing. I have not. I've only watched one Raptors game. I can't say I've watched a lot of them. But when he played against the Nets, it looked amazing and he looked great. And I'm happy for him.
To say, yeah, he did great against the Nets too. I don't think it's that hard to do great against the Nets, but nonetheless, I'm not going to take that away from him. He did score really good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's not hard to score 40 points on the Nets because they're like
That's fucked. It's so hard.
defensively, they're not even good. Like, they're
KD is a
not.
good defender.
KD is good, but then we go to
He was
everyone
on
else.
KD.
I know. I'm not saying like besides KD, there's no other defenders.
Claxton's a good
So,
defender.
yeah, but he's gonna be shoved in the paint.
That's
Like
where
outside,
Siakam likes to score.
I know, but outside the paint, like
Like
it's
perimeter
not
defenders.
like perimeter defenders. Like even like if you go in the mid
Simmons
range,
is there.
Simmons has been ejected.
Yeah, he's been fouled out, not ejected.
Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, he's fouled out like three out of the three, 2 out of 3 games they played.
Yeah, it's been bad.
He only gets like 15 minutes, so like you can't like he was like basically like
A lot of
non-existent.
a lot of the fouls he's gotten are not fouls. Like they do not look like
No, I
fouls.
agree. There was like
This is crazy dick riding. Like this is not even.
I forget like what game it was, but I think it was against the Raptors actually. He went outside of there was this referee, right? And she called out of bounds after he stole the ball, but it was so clearly not out of bounds. And Ben Simmons got frustrated and just held the ball until they called it right.
That is
And
insane.
I'm pretty sure he got a tech for that.
That's insane.
Yeah, dude. Like it was so bad. Like
I don't
I think
doubt it. The officiating's been very weird this year. I've
yeah.
seen sometimes like I was watching the Pacers and the Pistons, and when they played each other, there was a lot of fouls that were there, but they didn't call it. And then I turn on the Sixers game, and there's fouls that like it's not a foul, but it's called. Like it's like that was not aggressive, but it's called as a foul. But in these other games, it just seems really inconsistent. I feel like a lot of the refs are not consistent anymore on what they're calling.
No.
But I think it's just the start of the regular season, so it could just be a little bit different. But speaking about consistency, and we're talking about the NBA just starting back up, we need to talk about the rookies around the NBA and who are the best rookies so far, And I'm going to start off by saying Paulo is the best rookie by far. He is not the most shocking rookie, but like everyone expected him to be great. And the game that he has played, his debut game, poster and drops 27 points. First player to ever do that since him, I think it was LeBron. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
It he looks amazing. He looks even better than what I thought he was going to play at first. He still doesn't have like the greatest of IQ on the shots he's taking, but he looks great. No complaints.
I think I'm gonna go a different turn, right? I'm not gonna argue that Paulo wasn't like he can't be number one. But I think defensively he's number one. But when it comes to like consistency, better scoring, I'm gonna have to go with Benedict Mathurin. He's been balling, dude. Like surprisingly, with like the shared role he has with Tyrese Halliburton, he's been playing really good.
Yeah, he's played a well.
He's balling, dude.
I've watched every Pacers game so far.
He's
Uh,
good.
they're a team that I'm gonna follow this year a lot. But I
Yeah.
will say, the shots that he is taking should not be going in. There's some shots he has taken where it's like, okay, it's not gonna go in, dumb shot, and it's in, and it's like,
Falls in.
what the fuck? And
He
I don't
practiced.
know, I don't know if
Practice
it's
makes
he's
perfect.
better at it, like is that just his shot, or he's just getting really lucky.
I can't really say because I didn't watch him in college,
I didn't watch
but
him in college either.
I don't know if he went to college or the G League, but he just looks really good right now.
I'm pretty sure he went to Arizona.
Okay, yeah. Then I could like what I'm seeing so far. He looks really good. He's showing like he's really productive on the offensive side.
He looks good. He does not look
Yeah.
bad, and he's not scared on
No.
defense. Even when
I
he was
mean,
playing the Sixers, he got dropped, but he wasn't scared to take the challenge on Harden, which was what you want to see. Like people don't understand the best defenders in the NBA are the ones that are not scared to get dropped or not scared to get put on a highlight reel. If you drop that ego and you're not scared of that, then you are one of the elite defenders in the NBA. The people that are willing to take the challenge, stuff like that, willing to get dunked on, like Gobert. He's gotten dunked on a lot. He's gotten scored on a lot, but he's taking the challenge. That's why people will obviously say he's a top two, top three defender of the generation, or even right now. And he's not gonna. Obviously, I don't think Mathurin's gonna ever be top five defender, top 10, even top 15. But I'm just happy that if he becomes an all-star type player, he's not scared to take the challenge, and he could develop into a two-way. You agree, or
no, I agree. Sorry, I was letting you talk. I didn't know if you were finished.
no? I was finished. You got anyone else that you like from rookies? I have a couple more that I've liked.
Jaden Ivey. I like
Yeah,
Jaden Ivey a lot too. He's been good.
he's been playing really well.
Yeah.
His speed has translated very well because in the G League, pretty sure that was him that was in the G League. No, I actually don't know if it was him in the G League. I think that was Jalen Green. Wherever he was playing, if you watch back at his
Jaden.
films, right? If you watch back at Jaden's films, not Jalen, he was very fast paced. He did not play in the. I don't think he played in the G League, but he was very fast paced. This guy did not slow down, and he was very like he had like that Ja Morant type thing where it's like he's never out of gas. And in the NBA, it's kind of like that too. He still hasn't ran out. Like on offense, like if Cade is slacking or if Cade's not playing, he's like just willing this Pistons team on offense, and it's nice to see that he has that engine. Somebody else that I think looks really great is Jabari. The first game he did not look
Bryce
that
Smith.
best. Yeah,
Oh my god,
he
I'm
did
not
not
gonna
look
lie,
good.
dude. He's taking ridiculous shots too. Like
He
he's not
is, but the
like the
last two
first two games.
games,
First two games he did awful.
yeah. Well,
It wasn't. It
defensively
was.
he
It
wasn't
wasn't.
bad. Defensively he was
No,
good.
no. But offensively, he was just horrible.
He didn't shoot bad. It was just like he didn't score a lot, like because he kept taking bad
He's
shots.
taking like 17 shots and making 6 of them.
Uh, I don't know if it was that because I haven't seen
It
that.
was that. It was that. Hold on,
But
I'll tell you right now, just to make sure I'm right.
okay, I just want to get this
But
across. The last two games he has played, he's played great
yeah,
defensively and offensively, and it's great to see. His defense did translate. I was always skeptical of his defense, and the main thing I was skeptical about him going to the NBA. I don't know about how much of his offensive game would translate because he looked to be a slower player, but it still looks like it is working now, and his shot is consistently falling now. So I'm happy to see that.
I just want to
Although,
say.
go ahead.
Oh, so no, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish your
No, no, no,
sentence.
I was just saying he was beefing with Jalen Green at the end of the game.
Yeah, yeah. He doesn't look like a team player right now. When I seen that, He should not be arguing with Jalen Green because considering he's his senior. Even though Jalen Green's a second year, you still can't be arguing like that. He's not the main. Jabari Smith is not the main star of that team.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it was more
Jabari
of like
Smith.
a. It was more of like who's gonna take the last shot type of deal.
Yeah.
Which is kind of dumb. Where
I
it's
didn't
like,
I didn't see that game though because I was at work, but I didn't see
yeah,
that game. I just followed through like highlights and stuff. But um, Jabari Smith, his last 3 games was shooting under 40%. So the game against the Milwaukee Bucks, he shot 5 for 15.
yeah, that game was not good.
Yeah, and then Atlanta, he shot 6 for 13, shooting 3 from 11 from the three.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, it
The
was just
threes is
2
bad,
games.
but the
Yeah, the
threes are
threes
bad
were awful. Yeah, dude.
again. But his shot is falling now, so I don't mind it. And this
Yeah.
last guy, who I think, in my opinion, is probably like, actually, he's probably fourth. He's probably second on the list. This list, Keegan. Keegan Murray's played amazing. He's fit
Yeah,
his
I
role
think
very
he's only
well.
played like how many games? One?
Three or
I
two
don't think it was
now.
3 because I
I
think
think
he
it's
missed his
two.
first 2 games.
He did miss his first two
But
games. I know that.
yeah,
But Keegan is now looking amazing, in my opinion. He is looking like not the player that I thought he was. He's been playing. He's played 2 games, averaging around 18 points, a block, and assist, 5 rebounds, and 3 threes a game. He is not the player that I thought he was going to be, but he's even better than what I thought he was going to be because I thought he was going to be more of a forcing his shot type of guy. He lets the game come to him, in this team, like the Sacramento Kings, they look good, and I am really buying into the stock. I've watched like a lot of their games. They look good.
I
They
think
have
offensively they're really good, but defensively they're
defensively,
kind of lacking.
they're trash. Like they're not good.
They're
But they're
lacking
trying.
really
That's what I
bad.
like though. They're trying.
Yeah,
Like they're
I think
not.
yeah,
It's not like they're getting shit on offense. Like when they're. It's not like when they're playing defense, they're getting shit on offense because they're not trying. It's just the fact that the other teams are just making those shots on them, where it's like you can't do anything about that sometimes. But I
you know
will
it's kind
say,
of funny you're saying that because they're trying. Like I know like some teams are tanking and stuff, and there was like a lot of rumors that Adam Silver like wants to like if someone's like tanking on purpose, they're gonna put them down to the G League.
are they really?
Yeah, no, well, okay, so he was talking about doing that, but because it's kind of hard to do that right now because, like, say you're like Jabari Smith and the Rockets are tanking, right? It wouldn't be fair to Jabari Smith only because, he's a rookie. He just signed and he has to go all the way back to the G League. So there's like, conversion. I think it's called like conversions, like contract, where like people from the G League can go to the NBA and shit like that, or like people in the NBA go to the G League. So it wouldn't be fair to them because they could also play in the NBA and G League. I don't know, it's something like towards like that. I think
It sounds
I
really
could be word,
confusing.
I could be wording it wrong, but they can't really do it right now. It could take a while, but once they get that in like fix, they're thinking about whoever's taking on purpose is gonna go to the G League, and then people from the G League, like the teams, can move up to the NBA.
I mean,
Because they
in
really
the sense that's cool, but I don't like how like a lot of the G League teams are based in already cities that have teams.
exactly.
Like the Kings have a team, but they'd go up to the NBA, which I guess like if they started moving it around and like relocating, that'd be cool. But I think what they should
Mhm.
do for lotteries and stuff like that, I think it should be a tournament like March Madness. Like I think that it would be favored for the better teams, right? Of course. But then again, it will only happen for so long. So if you take the last 6 teams, right? No matter what the standings are or conferences, just the bottom 6 teams in the league, and you have them play, or 8 teams in the league, and you have them play in like a knockout tournament, and that would determine the odds for them, or the increased chances of you getting the number one, number two, number three, number four pick overall. Like you know how they have the odds right now, where it's like a 15% chance, stuff like that.
Hmm.
That would determine the odds for it.
I just don't like the fact like. I mean that's pretty fair, I guess.
Because it's like if you win, right? Like say if the Rockets won and they got one Banyama, whatever you call it, they won't be in
Someone
it
can lose
again.
on purpose. Someone can lose on purpose just to get their odds.
No, like if you lose, you get worse odds. Like you gotta win that game.
What would the
If
so
you
like
win the tournament, if you win it,
1
right?
through 15 has a chance of getting like the number 1 seed?
Huh?
1 through 15 has a chance of getting the number 1 seed for East Conference?
No, it would just be like the top like 6 or like just basically the worst teams are in the same realm. Like say if
Yeah,
the
but I
Jazz
feel
had
like
10
it's
wins, wait. So if the Jazz has 10 wins, the Rockets have 10 wins. and the Magic and the Pacers have 10 wins, right? Instead of all like giving them equal odds, have them play for it. Instead of just saying like, oh, they have 25% chance each of getting the number one pick or some shit like that. I don't think that's fair because it's just like it's
But
just
the whole
dumb.
point of the lottery picks, is that it's a gamble.
Yeah, but if everyone is tanking on purpose, there's no more gamble to it. You know what you're getting. It's rigging the system. If it's in that sense, then have all the bottom 16 teams have the same odds, or the bottom 8 teams have the same odds. That's the
Yeah.
gamble. That's fair. Then we'll do that instead.
But people trade picks, like higher picks, to get higher odds of getting that, and they're most likely to get it. But there's a small chance that they might not get it, and they have to take that gamble, right? Because let's say, oh yeah, I want to tank. I want to take my team, get all the number one players. Even though I'm the last seed, right? Let's say I'm the Thunder. I tank all the way. I have like the next future kids, right? Could be the next LeBrons. I draft all of them. That's on my team, right? Because I have 100% chance of getting the number one pick.
Well, you wouldn't get it every year in a row.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why there's a lottery, so you don't get it every single year in a row. They have to change up their strategy. They have to like actually try to build for a team. That's why they have those. It's a gamble, you know.
No,
Like
I get the point of the lottery, but I'm saying that it needs to be changed in some way so teams don't intentionally tank because it ruins basketball. You don't why like right now it's the most interesting season we've had because the Spurs are winning, the Pacers are trying, the Kings are trying, the Jazz are
Jazz
trying,
are winning.
the
The Jazz
Rockets
are
are
winning.
trying or looking like they're trying sometimes. All these teams that are like supposed to be ass are trying, and that's what makes basketball interesting. It should not
I
be
agree.
like it should not be like, man, don't watch the Sixers because we're just tanking for Embiid or tanking for Simmons. Like that's just dumb. Like no,
Have you
play.
seen the memes? Like, have you seen the memes? Like when everyone thought trust the process was for Embiid, but it was really for Wimbomboy.
Bombway? Who the fuck is
Yeah,
that?
I don't know how to say his last name. Fuck
Victor?
you.
Just say Victor.
Just Victor.
It's. I hate that whole thing. It gets me so annoyed. They just need to fix the whole lottery system somehow. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but do it in a way so it's like the worst teams like if they have an absurd amount of losses that look unreal. That's just I don't know what you're supposed to do. So I really don't know a solution to it. But number 3 on our list, speaking about like the bad teams playing good, the Jazz are looking amazing as they are 3-1 right now. I'm pretty sure is what the record stands. And I want to know your take on if they actually do look like contenders or are they just pretending.
100% they're just pretending. Like, I don't get it twisted. Like, I'm actually surprised they're doing this well. Laurie Markkinen's actually doing really good. He's looking really great. He's looking like kind of like Porzingis, like when he was on the Knicks. Um, everyone just performing well. You know, like everyone just has their role. They're just really good. Like they're all around. It's kind of like the Memphis Grizzlies, but without a star. That's what it reminds me of. Like they're just Memphis Grizzlies, but without John Morant. Um, like Jared Vanderbilt, he's playing pretty good. He's playing his role like he should. Uh, Colin Sexton, he's just playing his role like he should, even though he gets like less than 20 minutes a game. Jordan Clarkson's performing really good. Malik Beasley, like these guys they're just playing their game. They're doing really good, which I'm just surprised about. It's just really weird to me because like these guys just can't compete. I don't know what just happened. These teams just like the Cavs, right? Oh, sorry. The Cavs, they lost to them, right? That's Colin Sexton's former team, and then the Timberwolves lost to the Jazz. That's Rudy Gobert's former team. Like, I think what happened is like it was just very unfortunate, but the people were performing as they should. The Cavs, they lost Garland. I think that was like huge for them, I guess, because their playmaking role really fell into Mitchell's hands. But I'm not saying Mitchell did bad, but when it came to like playmaking, I don't think it was the greatest. Scoring wise, I think he did really good. Um, and then the Timberwolves, they just fell apart. They couldn't really do anything. They weren't good scoring wise, and they just let shots fall in. Besides Rudy Gobert performed really good offensively. Other than that, I know they just lost their last game. Who else did they play again?
With
I
the
didn't watch their
Pelicans.
last game. The Pelicans,
They
and then they beat
they
the Pelicans.
they beat the Pelicans. Yeah.
Yeah, which I was just surprised about. Like it's just really weird to me that they're actually performing way better than anyone thought they would.
It, in my opinion, it just looks like all those players that you're naming are just playing to be traded. Like they're just like, hey, I want to go to a contender, so please just
They presented
look how well I'm
themselves.
playing, bro. Pick me, pick me, dog. I'm playing good, please. Like Jordan Clarkson is begging them out there, like, please just pick me up, bro.
I know, dude. He's actually doing really good.
I'm
Like,
worth the first round pick. Trust. I'm worth just one. It's like insane. Like Laurie's been
I
playing very well. Kelly Olynyk is shooting like 70% from three right now.
oh my god, I forgot about Kelly Olynyk is playing like he's fucking Mike
Yeah,
out there.
it looks crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
They're definitely pretending, but it's just like I wonder. I was talking to Josh about this, right? I was saying that I think that what's happening right now, back to the lottery thing. I think there's a secret rule they have in place right now. Like they're talking about a rule, like the GMs and stuff. So it's like if you're losing a lot of games, your odds will go down. Like if you're intentionally losing,
Oh,
there
okay.
has to be something. I feel like there's someone watching the games now and saying that because ever since that Adam Silver comment about that whole like NBA thing, like the lotteries, to start the season, a team going like 3-1 right now that's supposed to be tanking, and every team having their starters and playing them. Even like the Thunder, they had Shea playing huge minutes, and Shea's not sitting out unless he's actually hurt, which is like I don't know. That just
I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I think it's just like this is just my personal opinion. I think they just underestimated how the Jazz were gonna play against these guys. They thought they were just gonna shit on them, but then they didn't realize how bad the other teams were gonna play.
what do
That's
you
what I
mean?
think. So I don't think they took account. So like I think the teams playing against the Jazz thought they were gonna do really bad. I think they just slacked on them, and they were performing a lot better than they should have. And I think they just like couldn't keep up after. Like I don't know. To
I
me, like I think they underestimated the Jazz. I think that's what it was.
Based off watching the Jazz, I've watched them play 2 or 3 games now. Based off the 2 or 3 games, that coach that is over there right now is actually drawing up.
Snyder?
It's not Snyder. He stepped down. He's
Oh,
actually
really?
yeah. He stepped down like a while ago, or
Did
like in the
he?
off season. Yeah. So
I didn't realize.
whatever coach is over there right now, coaching, I don't know his name or her name, whoever it is. They're drawing up defensive schemes against the other team, and they're running offensive plays as of right now. And they're not. It looks like they're actually trying to win these games. They're not losing like they're trying to win type shit. Like every quarter they're going at it. And I don't know if it's just to sell a stock high because you want all these players out, or it's because what I said earlier. I think it could be because there's going to be a rule in place that's going to be changed to where tanking is going to be addressed. I really do
Bro's
think
name.
that.
Bro's name is Will Hardy.
Will Hardy, shout out to him.
Will Hardy. Oh my God, Chris Finch is Timberwolves coach.
Yes, I have him in 2K. I said he was going to be coach of the year. Not looking great, but
No. Right now, it's not. He's not looking. His resume is not looking good right now.
it is not. You know what
I
else is not
mean, to
looking
be
good?
fair, he got a new team, so I can't blame him.
It's going to be different in a couple of weeks. You know what else is not looking good though?
What?
The Sixers, the Heat, and the Lakers.
Oh yeah.
What are your thoughts about these teams?
Okay. I think the problem with like the Heat and the Lakers is that they struggle. They kind of struggle like beyond the perimeter, right? Um, there's not really much offense going out. Like it's like Hero, and then there's Jimmy Butler, but then like Bam was supposed to be shooting more, but he's not shooting more. Like
Yeah,
he's kind of chillaxing, you know. He's not playing like he said he was gonna play. He's
he's
not.
not.
He needs to step up, dude. That's what I think that needs to happen. He needs to step up.
He's not playing like he plays in 2K either. I don't know.
No, definitely not, dude. Like he's not shooting those threes.
Yeah, I don't
Like
know. This is crazy.
he's not Steph Curry like he is on 2K. Like he needs to step up like he said he was. He said he was gonna fucking step up. He said he's gonna shoot well. He's not. I think he's just struggling like internally about like, oh, if I shoot more, they're gonna yell at me and shit like that. Even though I don't think that he had a problem like that with the fans. Like
They told him they want him to shoot more. Everyone has said they want him to
don't
shoot
know.
more.
I don't know why either. Like I think that was a. I don't know. That team's looking really iffy to me. I think I predicted them going 6, so like I think they're still gonna go 6. I think they're just gonna struggle this season. I think the Lakers also struggle scoring wise. Not inside the paint. I mean, not inside the perimeter, but outside of the perimeter, they have no shooters. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
it's
sure that
sad.
I think that they have the worst shooting in the NBA when it comes to three
Yeah, they
pointers.
do. It's not close.
It's so bad, dude. Like, I hate how they're blaming Westbrook as well, but like Pat Bev can't shoot, LeBron can't shoot either, AD can't shoot,
They're all the
dude.
problem.
Everybody on that team can't shoot. Like, it's a whole team in general. Like, the whole team in general is at fault because and the GM too. Like, why aren't you getting shooters?
Yeah.
Like, it's really bad. I hope like when Dennis Schroeder comes back, he can decently shoot the ball. Like, he's not a great perimeter shooter, but he's probably like the best shooter on that team. Probably. Like, I'm not gonna even lie.
You might be.
He's gonna be the best shooter. Like, that's horrible though. Like, Schroeder being the best shooter. Like,
What I think is
I don't know, man.
what I think is really horrible is that Westbrook is a huge problem, of course, right? No one's denying that.
I don't think it's a huge problem, to be honest with you.
He's a huge problem on that team. Him as a player on that team is bad.
I
The
don't think
Lakers just in general have no shooting, and it's terrible because like the easiest thing to do when you have LeBron, arguably a top 2 player ever, my number one, the one thing you do with him as a GM, you get shooters around him because he's the most dominant player to drive to the hoop ever, and he's never slowed down. No one comes close other than like Jordan, but that is it. The most dominant player, and he's the best passer out of the paint we've probably ever seen as well. And he can hit long passes. But what do? They sign players that cannot shoot. Like,
yeah.
it's not even like even Davis right now, where it's like he hasn't played bad, but he just doesn't look like he remembers how to like shoot any mid-range shots, any threes. He does not look like he did in the bubble. I don't know if it's just a lack of spacing on that team and he's not comfortable making up that space, or it's just a whole coaching problem. I don't think it's a coach problem at this point. I don't think it's LeBron's fault at this point, even though he has some accountability on not being able to shoot
You know
better.
what? I like how you said it's not a coaching problem, but to be honest, there's the first game they played against the Warriors. Oh, was it the Warriors? No, it was their second game, right?
No, Warriors. It was.
It was. Yeah, the coach's plan was no fouls.
Yeah, don't foul, guys.
Like, contest without foul. Literally on the board, it said contest without fouling. What kind of play is that?
It's crazy.
Like,
If
how
that's
about you put? I'd like, oh, leave this guy open. Try to draw up a play to LeBron open. Like, no, it was just like contest without fouling.
It's bad.
It's not.
Man.
That's not the problem, dude. Like, the problem is like you have no shooters. You have no one who can create their own offense. Like, that's the whole problem. Like, you have LeBron taking deep ass threes for no reason. Like, there, like before the play, before like Westbrook shot. Like, by the way, open mid range. Like, I don't know who in that shot.
No, it was a terrible play.
No, it was wide open mid range shot.
Bro,
I'm taking the shot.
He has not shot well from mid range since he literally stepped foot in LA. I don't think he's ever shot better. No, because why wouldn't you just hold the ball, give it to the best player on the team, not the third best player. Give it to the best player on the team.
Because the play right before that, the best player on the team, airballed a wide open three.
Okay, and I live
And
with
you
that.
shot a deep pass.
Okay, live with him taking the three because it's LeBron, a top 10 player in the NBA, rather than a top 50 at the bottom tier of 50 player in the NBA, shooting a mid-range shot when you're trying when you can burn out the clock, when you're already up, you can burn out the clock and look for a better shot to either get to LeBron or AD, which has a higher likelihood of making a mid-range shot than you. You can't do that. It's a selfish play.
Obviously, they're not going to guard. Westbrook has the least contention in the NBA. If he can make those shots,
he can.
Let him.
He can.
But
if
he doesn't have the confidence, right? He doesn't have the confidence. I want to talk about this because I think Russell Westbrook is taking in that heat, and he's not performing well because he's taking in that heat. He's not. So, I watched the other day an interview with Magic Johnson, right? He said that he gave advice to Russell Westbrook. So within the first 2 years that he won Finals MVP, Magic Johnson, everyone on the Lakers fans hated Magic Johnson. Like they did not like him. Like because I guess he didn't perform well against the Celtics. Because the Celtics won like the year previous to like after the like when they won after, and he was like, you got to take accountability. I said I wasn't performing well, and what I did the whole summer was I just practice on my game, right, and I got way better. And then that same year we won a ring, and everyone started respecting me after that because he took accountability. He was like, I'm gonna perform better. I'm not gonna blame anyone else. It's my fault. I'm gonna try to get better. And he just like he didn't pay any attention to the fans about their banter and all that. But Russell Westbrook, there's already a video of him like confronted a fan after he said, "Russell Westbrook, you're bad." Like he's
Well,
obviously he's taking that in, and it's not allowing him to perform like as he should.
it's completely different though. I think that it's not fair to compare Westbrook in the age of social media where everything is so prevalent and everything is everywhere now, and you can get famous within half a second for saying one thing on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, anything. So the hate that Magic Johnson's felt was nowhere even remotely close to the hate Westbrook gets. I don't think Westbrook is a bad player. I think what is happening to him right now is a mental health issue. I think what really happens is that once you get all this hate and everything starts going to you, it affects you in every way, shape, or form. If you've had depression, or if you know people with depression, you know that if you ever get that, or you hope you don't, it affects your confidence, it affects anything you do, even the things that you love, you feel affected by it. Like you can't do it to your best. You have all these negative thoughts going on in your head. If everything's always resulted to you being the problem, always you. And if your kids are seeing it, your wife is seeing it, your whole family seeing it, and it's gonna weigh down on you. He needs to leave that team, not because it's his fault because he's playing bad, but it's also just if he went to another team, his mental health would be better. Everything would be better for him overall as a player. You get more respect. Everything would go back to normal. He was not number one on the team. He's not number two on the team. He's probably not number three on the team right now. That could change, but he is not doing it with this team.
No,
Just needs
I
to
think
go.
this team, like get
The
rid of
Lakers,
Westbrook.
they have the most
Get rid
toxic
of
fan
Westbrook.
base like ever. Like it's not even close.
I think it goes. I'm not gonna lie, Celtics. I think
No,
they
bro. Because if
I think
Westbrook
everybody
was
else
playing,
Celtics.
no, because the Celtics fan, if you're not on their team, they hate you. They will say anything or everything to hate you.
They hate
But if
LeBron
you are on
too.
your team, if he goes to that team, oh my, open. What's up,
Yeah,
my
they still
brother? Up,
defend him.
open
They'll
arms.
defend
They
him.
would defend him to
Like
the
they're still
day they
defending
die.
Marcus Smart, dude. They're still
Yes,
defending Marcus Smart, dude. That's
Marcus
just
Smart's a great
ridiculous.
player. He is great. But if he fucks
He's
up
not
one,
good offensively. Oh my
he's
god,
still
dude.
he's still a good player defensively. A great player.
Defensively, yeah, I think
Phenomenal
no.
player.
When it comes to contention, like he has like the best contention in the league. Like out of like the 117 possessions, there was like a stat someone wrote down. Only 17 points were scored.
I don't really believe in
Somewhere around
defensive
there.
stats that much.
I'm no like out of like the people he's contest, like out of James Harden,
Oh, like when he's guarding them, they scored the
when
most.
he's
Like,
guarding them,
okay,
they
yeah, that makes
total of
sense.
17 points.
Yeah, he's probably the best one-on-one defender. You'd say.
Yeah, I 100% agree. But like when it comes to offense, dude, he's shooting the ball like he's fucking Steph Curry. Like it's ridiculous.
I think what it is that like he's very inconsistent. So sometimes he's on point with it, and then sometimes he's not. But more likely than not, he's not on point.
No, dude, like this whole
But when
season,
he's
like,
on, when he's on, he's on. Like
yeah.
he's like
Oh,
a
yeah,
microwave.
100%. When he starts making them, he starts making them. For I don't know what the fuck
You,
happened. Like
you ever have a
he was,
charger that like you plug into your phone, right? And it
yeah.
does not work. But if you twist it around a little bit and you
Oh
start
yeah,
moving
yeah.
it and it charges super like
That's
well,
Marcus Smart.
that is Marcus Smart on offense. It's like it's the
Yeah.
broken charger. That's what he
I
is.
feel like he doesn't need to do that anymore. They have Malcolm
They
Brogdon.
don't.
Like
He
Malcolm
doesn't.
Brogdon will sink it in. Like he should just. I
He
think
just
they
needs
should
to be
just
brought up.
start Brogdon and then bench Smart.
I think it should just be Brogdon, the point, Smart at the 2. You have Brown at the 3,
3, and
Tatum
then Tatum
4,
4.
Williams 5.
Yeah,
You can-
yeah.
That's fine.
Williams 5. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, because Robert Williams
And then
is
Derek White, Peyton Pritchard. Team looks great. Danilo Gallinari's also there. Al Horford off the
out.
bench.
Oh, he's injured. Gallinari's
when they
injured.
come back, all of them come back.
Oh yeah.
But get off the Westbrook talk and get off the Celtics talk because both of them
Oh,
give me
we
headaches.
still need to talk about the 76ers because you didn't talk
That's
about them.
that's what I was saying. I wanted to get back to that.
Okay.
You can tell me everything you want to tell me about the 76ers.
Okay,
I'm
so the
willing to listen.
76ers, I think so when it comes to like the first half, I think they score really great. like I don't think the problem is scoring itself. I think the problem I think like consistency is the problem with them, and defense is the problem because like they cannot guard for shit, dude. Like the Celtics shit on them really bad. The Bucks like destroyed them. Not destroyed them. They won by 2, but like they don't look good like at all like defensively. Like you had like Giannis locking up Joel Embiid, which is like insane. Like they bully Joel Embiid in the paint. James Harden could like score outside. It's like whatever, but it really doesn't matter because they can't guard people on the like the other teams. Like they have fucking who was it? Derek White? No, it wasn't Derek.
Was
No,
it
no.
the game that Derek White had a lot of points?
No, yeah, no, that wasn't them.
It might have been.
Who beat them? The Raptors. The Raptors destroyed them.
Did they?
Right? Yeah, I think the
I
Raptors
don't
played
think they
them.
played the Raptors.
Hold on, I can tell you right now. I'm pretty sure the Raptors played them.
Don't think they did. They play them today.
Hold on, right now. I'll tell you right now. No, it wasn't the Raptors. My bad. San Antonio.
Yeah.
Dude, that was way worse. Dude, they could not like. They got torched.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close, dude. Like the
was bad.
bottom feeders were like scoring on.
Harden's did not have a good game.
He's not. No, dude. Like these guys, like they should like step it up. Joel Embiid should step it up. James Harden, I feel like last season he was doing good defensively, but like he's just not. He was not at that game. Tyrese Maxey, he's kind of like a defense liability, low key. I think they just really go offensively, but their defense is just really fucking bad.
I will say this, right? But the Sixers, right away, I think the huge problem is Embiid. I think he looks super lazy. He looks like 70%, like he looks like 70% of himself, while Harden is playing at 110% of himself. Like going into the year, no one had any clue that Harden was gonna play this well. I had been saying that I thought he was gonna be back to what he did in Brooklyn, but he's playing like that, but even better. Like he's playing better
I'm
than
not
he did in
gonna.
Brooklyn. Right?
I'm not gonna lie.
Wait,
I thought he was gonna play like the Rockets.
no, that's never
Rockets.
coming
No,
back.
no, obviously close,
It's
but I feel
never-
like I thought he was gonna show similar features.
He's showing numbers that are similar, but
Yeah.
he will never go back to that dominant player.
No.
I will shave my hair completely gone if he ever went back to that player. I will go bald. Because that guy is a top 4 shooting guard ever when he was like that. Top
I think
4 ever.
Yeah, you're right. I was about to say he was better than fucking Dwayne Wade.
It's an argument. That's a huge argument. You can make the case.
It is.
But there's no consistency in their offense. But I don't think it's because of the players that are playing bad. I just think it's a coaching issue. I think that Doc has always been a bad coach when it comes to running plays. Ever since the modern era came to be, he's been bad.
All right.
Yeah. Ever since he coached the Clippers, it was bad. He wasn't good then. They didn't run any plays. The only reason why they got away with half the stuff they did was because they had a point guru in Chris Paul, where he was the one who literally mapped out plays and helped his team win.
I don't even say guru. I say God.
Yeah,
He's a point
it just
God.
sounds. I think point guru sounds cooler than
Yeah, I
point God.
guess.
But either way, he's not a good coach. There's some plays where the Sixers run good offensive freelances, and you're like, wow, this is gonna work. But then like 2 plays later, it's like, man, why are they just isoing it? Why is Joel Embiid holding the ball at the 3-point line isoing? Why is he not going to the rim? Some plays, Embiid is cutting, and he looks amazing, aggressive. He looks like one of the most dominant players in the league. But the other half of the time, he's not doing shit. He looks lazy. If he misses a shot, he's like, oh man, I missed a shot. No foul? Nothing? And then they score, and it's like...
Foul focused. I've seen like James Harden still doing the same bullshit.
It just looks
same bullshit.
It just looks awful. Like, it's terrible.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it. Like, they're just doing that. It's stupid to me.
Yeah, I mean, you get the 14 fouls a game, you can't complain. I mean, the 14 shots in the free throw, you can't complain.
I'm complaining. I think you should not.
I think you shouldn't just go for it anymore. It's just not. It's not worth it. Like they're gonna like. I'm pretty sure they fine you for flopping now.
They do. It's just bad.
Yeah, I just don't think it's worth it to just like flop, and then if they don't call it, you complain. Like, no, get back on defense, bro. Stop fucking complaining. Get back on defense. You know, the flop doesn't work. Oh well, go back
Yeah,
on
if
defense.
it doesn't work, just go. Like run back.
Like,
But you know what really bothers me the most? These players' stocks are falling down dramatically because these are the top 5 most disappointing players in the NBA for me. And number one, we just talked about him. It's Embiid. Terrible. Like I don't know what's happening with him. We've already said he was lazy. He looks like he's 70% of himself. This was the guy in everyone's top 10 players in the NBA, and so far to start the season, he's not even the best player on his team. How is that supposed to look for this 76ers team when you're not even the best player on your team that it looks like? Yeah, he had 40 points one game. Those 40 points did not look like it was a good 40 points. That was not a good performance from him. And maybe I'm being overcritical on Embiid, but I'm not going to let all this stuff slide. There's no way. If Harden got all the blame last year and you, for the past 4 years, have blamed your teammates significantly and that was the only thing you relied on, oh, Simmons isn't aggressive. Oh, Harden isn't aggressive. He's not the same player he used to be. Now you have that. Do something. Don't complain. Now you cannot complain. No more trust the process. Don't blame the coach. Your turn to take the blame.
fucking we in the process right now. Let's
Yeah,
fucking start it,
come
motherfucker.
on, bro. We've been waiting. The second most disappointing player is the guy that I'm a fanboy of, who I want to buy a jersey of, who I want to see in person one day, is Cade. Cade Cunningham has disappointed me immensely. I think that there's something wrong with his offense this year. He's a great playmaker. That offensively is always going to be good. Defense looks great. Shooting wise is what I'm concerned about. He does not look confident in shooting anymore. It looks like he hesitates before he shoots. And that's what scares me. I don't know if it's like the season opening nerves or something like that, but in my opinion, this is the guy who I thought was going to take a leap this year or next year into being an all-star lock. And
I
right
think it
now,
just has to do with like his like. I think he's coming off an injury, so he's trying to like take it
it
easy on himself.
but
Pressure, pressure.
before this in the preseason and like the workout videos, not workout videos, but like the training sessions that were live, he looked amazing. He literally looked like he stepped up, like him last season, him this season. But now it's like right there, the leap is there, but it's
He
like
played a little bit better last season.
uh, I don't to start the year. No way, no way to start the year.
Not to start, like to finish it.
Yeah, but it's I want to see him be more confident offensively. But I think once that comes, and I think about 2 weeks from now, I'll be
Give
back
it
to
time. Give it time. Like
2
I think,
weeks.
like I just want to say, like we're not saying these players are bad, but we're just saying we're kind of disappointed in their performance for the first week.
Yeah, it's just the stock is dropping down, and this is
Yeah.
me
I
ranting
just
about
want to
what.
say that before someone complains. Like,
Yeah,
oh, you know.
it's not that they're bad players. It's just that they're bad players. They're playing bad for their standards, in my
Mhm.
opinion. And now the third player, which is gonna pain me to say this even more, 'cause these are all players that I like, which is terrible. Sabonis is playing terrible. He is playing
I mean,
awful.
I put like a lot of people over Sabonis, but
He,
I don't doubt it either.
I've watched them. I probably watched more Kings game than you. I think I've watched every one. He has missed so many open layups and so many easy shots, like easy, like 2 feet within the rim shots. He might.
Trust me, bro. I know. Like I
It's
have him on my team.
it's so bad. Like I was watching him and my hands were like on my head type shit. Like, what are you doing? Like, bro, this is terrible. Like, come on. It's cringe, but it's like he looks
I,
great. Otherwise than that, though, like shooting, he's not bad. He's more confident in shooting shots. It's great to see. You love to see the confidence. But within 2 feet, you can see he gets frustrated when he misses. But it's like, it's not even like he's missing by a shit ton. Like he's like airballing or that. No, it's like it'll run around the rim and the rim out, and it's like I don't know why it has to go around the rim in general. You're tall enough to either dunk it or it should just swish in. You're like 7 feet or close to it. And speaking about 7-footers that are very disappointing, Cat is the worst defensive player in the NBA.
yes,
It is
yes,
not
yes, dude.
close.
Yeah,
I-
I agree. I agree.
How
Yeah.
are you? How do you have the best defender in the last 12 years on your team, and you look that bad defensively? How does that even happen? And you're playing your. And I had stock in you.
Crazy.
I have him at number 4 because he was supposed to play the 4, and he is
Yeah.
not doing anything for that team.
It's
Let that
crazy
sink
because he's
in.
talking shit about he was talking shit about Edwards looking unhealthy and all that shit, but he's performing bad, dude.
It's like, Cat, bro, you need to step it up. You were supposed to be a franchise player, and now you're not.
yeah.
Edwards is that franchise player on this team. He needs to step it up immediately. And the fifth one that I have, that it's pretty simple. It's Simmons, Ben Simmons. I think he just, I think the team just looks bad. I don't think it's him.
It's fair to say Only because he barely played. Only because like he kept fouling out. I think that's the most disappointing part about his like performance. I think defensively wise, he's doing great. Like he was able to lock up Giannis when he was playing. I don't remember in the preseason. I know this is the preseason, right? But this was like the preview of what we seen. He locked the fuck out of like Giannis. Giannis cannot score on him.
I didn't
Like
see
I
it.
think defensively wise, he's really good. Like he's kind of really good. I think he's like second all team defensive potential.
He was
Not
before he
saying
was
he is.
hurt. He was
I
before
know
he was hurt. He was
potentially
there.
he is second team, but he's just not been able to play. I think that's the most disappointing part about his game. Like
Yep.
we haven't seen him play at all, and we need to see that out of him because he hasn't played in like 2 years. We need that out of him.
I'm rooting for him. He's one of the only players in the NBA where it's like I really want him to succeed. I have
Hmm.
always said that he's an amazing player. It's just that the team he is on now, I think it was his best chance of ever being something in the NBA. It does not look good right now.
No,
It is very disappointing for what's happening. I think that it's really shocking that Steve Nash was a really good transition player and he can't realize that he has a guy that is a generational talent in terms of running a transition because of how well he can pass and how well he can finish when he does. And it's like that is terrible. It's like you play with Stoudemire, you play with someone that could be very aggressive. Show that to him. And Amari Stoudemire is on that like the facilities there in Brooklyn Nets. So it's like I don't know what the fuck is going on there, but they need to step it up. And he's part of the problem. And there's no, it's not like, oh man, you'll pick it up. No, bro, pick the fuck up. Like this is
I
your
think
fault too.
defensively he's a bad coach. He's not a good defensive
He's
coach.
not. Steve Nash is
Well,
not
to
doing
be
well.
fair, like he wasn't like the best defensive player. Yeah, I think he was good for his position, but
It just sucks.
I want to say.
Who are your facts,
Um,
gentlemen?
So number one, right? I just have a personal vendetta against this. This is like I'm gonna say this right now. Stupidest fucking injury of all time. The worst injury of all time. How the fuck you get injured on a warm up layup?
That's
No,
bad.
like this is like warm ups by the way, right? So this is like when they're in their suits and they're just practicing shots. Miles Turner from the Pacers, the center, he took a layup and he landed on one of the guys that sweep, and he sprained his ankle. How,
That's so
dude?
bad.
So bad.
Ankle literally just got
Like,
swept. Like that's
he's coming
insane.
into the season. He's supposed to be like Halliburton, Miles Turner is supposed to be a good duo, and the motherfucker gets injured. Not even he didn't even play like a minute in the game.
That's so bad.
He didn't get injured like doing like
Anything.
like I don't. It's just awful. Like I'm not happy with him right now, and he's on my fantasy team. So that's my personal vendetta. He's on my fantasy team, and I'm just not really happy. I'm just disappointed. Like at my number two, Anthony Edwards. He's actually looking. He looks really slow. He gets tired really easy right now. The reason why, this is what Kat said, not me, but he said he's not eating the healthiest right now. I guess he's eating a lot of Popeyes. This is what Kat
insane.
said. He's like Kat, and he's like, you guys laugh when he talks about Popeyes, but I want him to lay off the shit. Like it's crazy, bro. Like Kat is that angry about how he's performing. He went on Edwards. I do gotta say he did play good last game, but the first games he shot horribly. He just did not look good at all. Which is kind of surprising because I thought he was gonna be most improved, but right now he's not showing it. He's gonna perform better later. I just think he's gonna step up, but right now he's just looking really bad. My third one is actually Klay Thompson.
Yeah, that's valid.
Klay Thompson,
But what were you expecting out of him, to be honest? Like realistically, what did you
I'm
expect?
not gonna expect him to be the same guy he was like a couple years ago, but I thought he was gonna be at least better than Jordan Poole.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
like he's not the same defensive player he was. Like
Yeah.
he plays very little minutes. Like it's just he's performing average. For a guy who gets paid like 20 mil a year, he's playing average.
It's not looking good for
Very
him.
average. He's not looking like a starter player.
He's not.
He hopefully he steps up, but he's just not playing good. And this one pains me to say, Bradley Beal.
Oh, okay.
This guy was a 30-point scorer not too long ago, but he wasn't the best defensive guy either. So like the only thing he really had was his playmaking and scoring. But it's kind of like I do gotta say it's better than Klay Thompson and the people above him. But he's kind of he
Mid.
downgraded. Yeah, mid. It's mid performance.
How many games has
Kyle,
he played?
he's played all games so far. So I think it's like
Really?
4. He's played all the games so far.
I remember I watched
It's not very good. It's like
I watched them play in overtime the other day. I didn't see him.
yeah.
So either
Kyle Kuzma right now is the best player on the team.
yeah, Porzingis sucks.
Porzingis is mediocre.
Porzingis is ass.
And then number 5, honestly, I think he should be a little bit higher. Desmond Bane.
What?
Desmond Bane.
That is he just had
There's
38.
One game. The last games he played, you should see his shot selections. Horrible, Armand.
I'm
Horrible.
very disappointed at this take.
Look at it. Horrible.
This is insane to me.
It's not. I promise you. He shot horrible.
The first game he had 16 points. Right?
All right, look at his shooting. Look at his shooting.
Hold on, I have to go. Who has him in fantasy?
I'll tell you right now. I'll just search up Bane. It is Maddie.
Okay.
So 3 for 16 shooting.
Okay, let's just look at his percentages on the year. He's shooting below 40% this year, right?
Yes.
Which could just be rust. But he's shooting 41% from 3.
Yes.
And he's
right.
still averaging 6 assists. Disappointing is like, what did you expect him to be? Like an all-star guard?
Being the guy who, I guess, technically won Most Improved Player because John Murray gave him his trophy. He's not... Okay, so last game he shot 14 for 21. That was really good. He stepped it up. First game against the New York Knicks, 6 for 22. Houston, 3 for 16. Dallas, 4 for 11. All around, like I guess everywhere else he did fine, but he's not. He's kind of being an offensive liability out of those 3 games.
I mean,
he's shooting 38.6% from the field.
For being a guy that's for Desmond Bane, since he's better than CJ McCollum, I do think it is kind of disappointing.
I think CJ McCollum's playing better.
He's playing better now, but it is disappointing that like the better player in Desmond Bane is playing worse right now.
So you see what I'm saying, right?
What?
You see what I'm saying? Like why I think he's disappointing.
I get it, but
he didn't play like that yesterday. I think it was yesterday, right? Yesterday game.
Yep.
No, it was yesterday. No, 2 days ago. So I was kind of like, he was kind of on my most disappointing list up until he was like high up until 2 days ago. But that's why I put him at 5 because I was like, okay, he kind of redeemed himself. But he's still very like lackluster on the offense, and he needs to step it up for a guy who's supposed to be better than CJ McCollum this year, but he's not playing better.
He is better,
but he's not playing better.
He's still better.
Okay, you can say that, but he's not playing better. That's why I'm saying
he plays.
That's why he's disappointing.
Better.
That's why he's disappointing because he's not playing better.
I agreed. But I'm gonna ISO this real quick. This is an ISO take. I need everyone to stop because I've been on social media lately and I've always been a fan of this guy. Well, I guess up until recently I've been a fan of this guy. People need to stop with the RJ Barrett hate. This is not a disappointment in RJ Barrett. He is playing bad, but it's not because of him. This is the time where it's like some of the responsibility should not be shifted on him. He has so much pressure on this Knicks team right now, which is constructed terribly, and the coach doesn't even know who he wants to play at the time. When Cam Reddish should be on the court because he's not a bad defender and he's a really good scorer. And you have Jalen Brunson, who is a negative on defense, that is playing even worse this year on defense, and where RJ has to actually pick up on those possessions on him. Whatever that Jalen fucks up, because he fucks up a lot, whatever Jalen Brunson fucks up, RJ has to pick up. Whatever Julius Randle fucks up, RJ is the one picking up. But instead, you could just be putting out, like, literally Cam Reddish or even Mitchell Robinson to help out with those mishaps and stuff like that, but they don't. They don't play either of them.
Oh my god, dude! I hate the fact they don't play Mitchell Robinson because whenever they play him, he plays so well.
He's not. I guarantee if I look at his minutes right now, it's probably like sub 20, like around 20.
It's like 14 minutes a game. I'm not even kidding. I think last game he played like 12 minutes. Like it's so fucking ridiculous, man. Like
Last game he played
I
30.
love me Mitchell Robinson. Okay, last game he played 30. That's fair. Okay.
23 the one before that, and 13 the one
Okay.
before that.
Yeah,
He
you see, like,
averages 22 minutes a game.
and that's because the last two games he played 20
But
and then 30.
usually averages like 20 minutes a game, and he's like probably he's the best center on that team.
There's no way. There's no excuse to like say like, oh, he's probably on injury reserve. He
I,
never fucking injured last year.
yeah,
Like this is the problem with the NBA. These fucking young ass talents. Same with Obi Toppin, bro. Obi Toppin when he plays, bro, he plays so good.
yeah.
Like he played like 20 minutes. The other 21 minutes had like 13 points.
It's Tom Thibodeau. He's terrible. Bad coach.
I just don't like him.
He
Like
does
he's
not like
horrible.
playing young guys. He likes playing vets, where it's like
The whole Knicks organization needs to be fired.
it's
Like they
just
fucking suck. They
rebrand.
fucking suck.
Rebrand.
James Dolan, I fucking hate. I don't like him. I don't like Tom Thibodeau. Like these guys fucking suck.
Yeah.
Let's get Quinn Snyder up in that bitch, bro. He knows how to make a team fucking like a horrible ass team good.
You know who?
I mean,
else
look at the
sucks, though?
Jazz the last 10 years.
You know who else sucks?
Yeah.
You're a
What's
guy
up?
in the top 5 best players in the league right now. John Morant versus Luka in that one game is the most insane game I have seen in a while. And
I know.
I want this to get across very fast. If you ever blame the Suns for losing the way they did, and you don't look at Ja the same way as you do to look at Chris Paul or Devin Booker, you are a hypocrite. It is insane.
I'm not gonna like defend anyone who's hating the Suns, but
They lost. It was
the
bad.
stakes weren't higher. The stakes were higher in this game.
It doesn't matter.
I think the
They're
Suns
worse.
deserve. No. The Suns were up. The Suns were up, and then they lost 3 games in a row because they were talking shit.
They didn't lose 3 in a row. That's not
That's
true.
why they got so much hate.
They
Oh,
won.
no, I said 2 in a row.
Oh, they said 3 in a row. But either
No,
way,
they lost 2 games in a row. They were up, and then they lost 2 games in a row.
either way,
They deserved that. They
Chris
did. They
Paul didn't
kind of
talk
did
shit, but he
deserve
got
it.
all the hate. So,
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like he talked shit. He didn't talk shit, but he got all the hate.
but the reason why I don't think this loss even matters, to be honest. I'm just saying that right now. They didn't have their 2 best defenders or top 3 defenders. Jaren Jackson's out. Dylan Brooks
Yep.
is out.
Yep.
They're both great defenders in that team. It's not going to happen again. If they ever meet each other again, the regular season, like when they do, it's not going to be a blowout.
I feel like it's gonna be close, but
It's
it's not
just
gonna be a
close.
fucking blowout.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a blowout. Like that, they blow them out. Like Luka
Whoa.
looked unstoppable the first quarter.
Whoa.
Then he started fucking around, just started passing. the ball.
Whoa.
Okay,
Whoa.
Pause.
Whoa.
Okay,
What is-
pause.
I think Luka is just.
I mean, to be fair, Luka, like I told you in the beginning of the season, who my MVP was gonna be. Right now,
Yeah,
it's looking like
everyone has
Luka.
said Luka for the last 3 years.
Okay, but like
Eventually,
it's
it'll
fair
hit.
to say. It's
Eventually
fair to
it'll hit.
say. Like he's scoring like 30, 10, 10. Like it's come on, dude. Like
He's not winning.
and Jokic is not gonna do that this year. Jokic is not gonna do that this year.
Okay, you could say
Right.
that, but
I feel like Jokic is like performing consistently, but he's not doing like the same numbers he was last year.
I think that everything's gonna change in about 1 more week. A week from today, when we do
Hello?
this podcast. Hello, you good?
Yeah, you kind of lagged.
Okay, a week from today, when we do the podcast again, you're gonna regret everything you're saying right now, saying Jokic is gonna do this.
Jokic? No. I'm not
Jokic
saying
will
Jokic
still
is
be that
bad.
guy.
I don't think he's gonna be
Numbers-wise.
like last season. I don't think he's gonna
I
be
think
like
it'll
last
be very
season.
close to this.
I think he's gonna be more consistent than last season. Like he's gonna consistently perform well, shoot better. I think he's gonna do that, but he's not gonna score like 30 points.
Probably not. No, but
That's what I'm saying. Like, cause Jamal Murray's back. I guess he could, cause they're like sending him out one game doing that. They're kind of doing what the Clippers are doing with John Wall and Kawhi Leonard.
yeah.
That's what they're kind of doing. Yeah, and that bullshit with Paul George being out of a non-COVID illness.
That was funny.
It's just rest management. It's just
Yeah,
rest management.
it is interesting.
Call it rest management.
Honestly,
Get
I
the
don't know
fuck outta
though,
here.
because Paul George isn't one to rest. Whenever he's healthy, he wants to play. So I don't really know if it's rest or actually not. But it did that statement did seem like it was like
It was definitely rest management.
Yeah,
What do you mean by non-COVID related illness?
like just say it's the flu or something. Like if it's that
Yeah,
bad, like,
just say like, oh, he's got a cough or
he's-
something.
It might have been he had diarrhea. They didn't want to say anything.
Oh yeah, maybe it was just diarrhea. They could have just said he's sick.
Yeah, just non-COVID sickness though. Just make sure you
Yeah,
guys
dude.
know. It's kind of crazy, but what I do want to say is that what are your predictions for next week? Because I have a couple of okay predictions, I guess. I don't think it's that crazy.
Yeah, you go first.
I think I have the Jazz falling off within the next weeks.
Yeah,
I don't think they're gonna sustain this.
No, definitely not.
I think the Suns are going to trade Crowder. It's going to
Yeah,
happen within the next 2 weeks.
100%. Yeah.
And I think Cam Reddish is going to actually see an increase in minutes. I think that
Oh my God,
he
he's
looks
performing
great.
so good.
He
Yeah,
looks great. And then I don't know why they wouldn't just play him. That's really all I have.
he's a defensive menace, dude. He's such a good two-way player. Like,
He looks great. I
yeah,
just
I love how the Knicks just have like good defensive players who can also score the ball. They just don't give him minutes.
yeah, it's
I'm really hoping Emmanuel quickly also plays too.
he's another one where it's like
They're increasing his minutes, but like when he played 22 minutes last game, he didn't score the bucket once.
I think they
But
just
like
gotta trade him. Trade
he
Rose.
did trade Rose. Yeah, they're not playing him either. I think they're gonna trade him too.
I'm saying just for like your team's sake, they're so young.
Mhm.
If I was the coach, right? I'm not a basketball coach or anything, but if I was, we're already asked. We're asked. We're not winning shit.
Man, they're winning now.
I'm letting every single young guy on that team get minutes. Well, what's that guy's name? He's very young. He played really well in the summer league. Huh?
Quinn Grimes or
Quentin Grimes, you're starting.
Hartenstein.
Hartenstein's not starting. Fuck him. He played for the
No,
Clippers.
I'm saying like, are you talking about him?
No, Quentin Grimes. You start at point guard.
Quinn Grimes.
Yo,
Yeah, yeah.
RJ, you got shooting guard, Cam small forward. Actually, no. Cam power forward, RJ small forward. Julius Randle's off the bench as 6 man. Mitchell Robinson starting at center. And
Ooh, really?
fuck it. We're trying shit out. We're losing.
I mean, yeah. Try it out.
Fuck it.
Or you could just have Brunson come off the bench.
Or that.
Brunson come off the bench, then have 4, then Robinson 5, Randall 4, Robinson 5. Quinn Grimes we could put at point guard.
Quickly has to come off the bench then.
Cam Reddish small forward,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Barrett shooting guard.
They just need to do some shit with that team, bro. It's just disappointing.
Yeah, I think they. This is why I fucking hate the Knicks.
Are you gonna enter fan
My
free
favorite
agency?
I might have to, dude. Like, I'm very disappointed to wear this hat right now.
It's
I mean, not right now. I mean, they're winning, but it's not gonna happen for long. Like, I have my predictions is that the Knicks are gonna fall off quickly.
ugh, like a
They're gonna
manual.
fall off quickly. Jesus, I think the Lakers win a couple games and the next couple games. I have that.
That was a crazy prediction. I think that the Lakers will win a couple games.
Like
I'm just saying, guys.
I just give them one game in the next couple weeks.
Hey,
Maybe one game. What else? Trey Young. I'm gonna have Trey Young popping off in the next couple weeks.
that team looks good. I like them.
Yeah, Trey Young. He's not like he's not shooting the best, but he's just like, he's the primary ball handler. Like, he knows how to like get the ball out. John Collins is really looking really good. So like he's helping them like improve their game. DeJounte Murray's looking really good both sides of the floor.
You know who he
But I
plays
think-
like?
Who?
John Collins.
Who?
Plays like Blake Griffin when he's on the Pistons.
Pistons.
It's just not a lot of bounce, but when he can catch a lob, he's just good
he
at
goes
shooting.
ham. Yeah.
He's just a good shooter now. It's just weird. I don't know. It's just
I think he was decent before, but he's looking good this season, and that's what I like about Trey Young. He could do that with other players, even though I fucking hate him. He does that with a lot of players. I think he's gonna pop off. He's gonna have one of those pop off games. What else? Oh, I'm gonna have the Portland Trailblazers just fall off too.
think so.
Yeah, they're gonna fall off.
Probably, but
I like Jeremy Grant. I like Jeremy Grant a lot.
I think
He was a good addition to the team.
He's a fun player. He
Yeah.
he always looks happy. That's why I like him.
Yeah.
Him and Tyrese Maxey are always looking happy. Speaking about these players, actually, did you get all your takes off? All your predictions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is another Would You Rather segment that we have going on here. And this might get controversial because we already talked about one earlier. Devin Booker versus Harden. So if you're
Devin
starting
Booker.
a team right now and you're supposed to win a championship in the next 2 years, who do you want? I'm taking Harden.
Devin Booker.
Give me Harden any day of the week.
Harden has never made it to the finals.
Okay? Yes, he has. Yes, he has, actually. Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
Oh, whoa.
He has. He's made it. And he made it.
His
doesn't
second
matter.
year when he wasn't
Nope.
the star player. He wasn't even
Nope.
the star player.
Don't matter.
What?
And Harden's
What?
played more competition. Harden was one game away from the finals against the 73-9 Warriors team. Not 73-9.
Still
The
lost.
KD Warriors.
Still lost.
If the Suns played them, They get smoked.
I agree, but
So
you know
it's not.
they
It's not
almost
like
won.
oh he went to the
They almost
finals. He
won.
went to the finals. No, don't
They
bring that
almost
shit
won.
up. Don't bring that shit
Weren't
up.
the 76ers a first round exit last year?
No, they weren't a first round exit.
They were second round.
It's not first.
Okay, I mean they both were.
Didn't the Suns
But
lose in the second round?
no, you're right.
And they lost by 40. Did Devin Booker to even shoot well, like or do anything?
You're right. But Devin Booker's
Harden may
playing
be a
well.
playoff choker.
Devin Booker is playing better right now than
He's not.
Harden.
He's not.
I'd rather take Devin Booker. He has more years left in him. Harden's got a
No,
couple.
stop. All right, stop bringing this age shit into it. Next 2 years.
I'll bring
2
it.
years.
Devin Booker is playing consistently better. He's more consistent than Harden right now. I'm taking Devin Booker. Simple.
He's not a better passer. He's not a better mid-range scorer. He's not a better shooter. He's a better defender.
Mid-range scorer, he's better.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
A mid-range.
No, he's not. Harden
Mid-range
is
is
way better at. Harden's a better mid-range shooter than he is a three-point shooter. It's not
Devin
close.
Booker, all of Devin Booker shots is from the mid-range, and
he's
and
not
I
better.
know he's a better. I know he's better because he's shooting better. He's shooting 53%, and Harden's shooting
Because Harden had
48%.
one bad game. Harden had one bad game, and you're holding it against him.
Devin Booker hasn't had one bad game.
Get
4
this
games, and he's
crazy
consistently scoring.
agenda.
He's consistently scoring 30 points a game.
Harden is scoring
Devin Booker averages more
27.
points. He averages more points, shooting consistently better from the everywhere in the field.
Not
Except
not
for
the free
free
throw.
throw.
Not the free throw.
My
Yeah.
God, yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
The guy who takes 14 free throws a
Yep.
game. Nope, sorry. I'm
Okay.
gonna have to go Devin Booker here.
More rebounds, more assists, more steals, more blocks.
Nope, more wins. More wins, Suns. More wins.
Oh, my bad.
Who has the better team?
My bad.
Who has the
The
better
second
team? The
best player-
76ers.
my bad. You're blaming the
76ers have
team.
the-
You're blaming the team. It's fine. Go ahead.
76ers have the better
I would
team.
have to coddle that excuse too if I was just getting shit on by James Harden.
No,
I would have
no.
to.
How,
I would have
dude?
to.
How?
I would have
How?
to. But moving on.
No.
Moving on.
No,
Because you
dude.
clearly are just delusional. Like you have
I'm not delusional.
Devin
Like,
Booker's
yeah.
hard eyes in your eyes right now. I can see him through the reflection of your screen.
I love Devin Booker
Your
right
monitor
now.
wallpaper right now is clearly Devin Booker, and he's
No,
photoshopped
it's
wearing a
not.
Knicks jersey, and you're hoping he goes there.
I really hope he does go to the Knicks.
It'll never happen. But
I know.
now we have Halliburton versus Cade, and then I
Halliburton.
threw one more in there,
Okay.
and Shea.
Shea.
You're going Shea?
Yeah.
All right.
He goes.
I
Okay.
want you to
Start
do it-
bench cut.
Yeah, start bench
Start bench
cut.
cut. Start Shea. Cut Cade. Bench Halliburton.
Now, in this one, I am projecting. Here, I will say. I will preface this.
You
now.
love Cade. You love Cade.
I love Cade. I'm taking Cade
Cope
overall.
gives him.
Cade, peak Cade is better than everyone here.
You just okay.
Projecting. I'm
So
saying
you
like,
just said
because they're all young. I'm projecting for all of them.
okay, but to be fair, right? You said stop with the bullshit with
No,
with Devin
I'm saying
Booker.
projecting. Like going on now. If I'm picking one to start bench cut, right, for the future, I would have to project, wouldn't I? Because they're all very young.
I'm sorry, I'm going right now, Shea.
Okay, right now, Halliburton. Right now, Shea, Halliburton. Cade, fair. But projecting for the future, Cade, Halliburton, Shea.
Okay.
That
So Devin Booker right now, and then projecting Devin Booker.
no, no. You could say Harden right now, projecting Devin Booker.
No,
It's
Booker right
crazy. Booker will never sniff a
Right
top
now.
10 shooting guard list of all time. But Harden
of
will
all
always
time,
be
yeah,
there.
but
Harden.
Devin Booker was top 3 last season.
Harden will be there. You know, I know why.
But that's not fair
He's
because
better.
Harden has played more seasons. Harden has played more
But
seasons.
he's just never. Devin Booker won't be able to even get top 5. He will not be able to get that.
Let's see.
No,
Let's see.
he won't. He's just not.
He's like 26, 25, right?
not
He's still
good
got.
enough.
He's still got.
Reminiscent.
It
He
took
would
Harden
have to
until
win,
27
like,
to get MVP.
No, he would have to win like 5 rings. And he would have to
Okay,
be like,
but we don't know if he's not. You know, let's give a
No,
chance. Like
he's not.
you,
realism.
I feel like you're coping right now because
It's
I
not
don't. I
cope.
get it. Everyone hates Devin Booker. I get it, but
Everyone loves him.
he-
He's so overrated.
everybody hates him right now.
Everyone overrates him so much. It's insane.
Dude, I'm sorry. You don't think that Devin Booker is not gonna be? I'm not saying he will be top 5, right? You're saying he has no chance.
Of being a top 5 shooting guard all time?
Yeah, you're saying he has no chance.
Not better
It's
than
still
Kobe,
early.
Not better
It's
than
still
MJ,
early.
Not better than Harden.
It's still early in his
Not
career.
better than
It's still
Klay.
early.
I'd
He's
say
still
Phil
early in
would
his
come
career.
in.
He's probably one of the most consistent shooting guards.
That doesn't matter. It just
Hold on. And he's still young, right? Almost every single season, he has averaged like 25, 26 points.
Okay,
Not a
like
lot of players can say that. Not a lot of players can do that.
okay, like cool.
Okay, but like I'm
Teammates did
saying, he's
that.
consistent his whole career, right? Starting from where he was a rookie until now, he's been consistent. And now, right now, he's popping off.
Book.
He's starting to look like a better player this season.
He looks
And
good.
you're just denying access to him being even remotely close to top five, which I think is not fair to say because still a young guard.
He will never be top 5 in the league, Ramsey. In his
But
league.
we don't know that yet.
Oh, it's because you can project a player based off what their raw talents are, what they're already skillful at. He's not a good
I can say that
defender.
about Cade Cunningham though.
But Cade's already showed his defensive flashes. Booker has never. Cade showed his passing ability.
Hey, Booker has shown his scoring ability with the 70 points.
Yes, he scored. He scored 70. Great, that's amazing. Good job scoring. You did that. Good for you.
Okay,
He's
but
great at
you're
that.
saying he has no
He's
chance. He has what?
because everyone above him on the top 5 shooting guards of all time are better at all the things. Peak for peak, who's better at scoring, Harden or Booker?
Harden.
It's not fucking close.
Okay, but
Say it's not.
we still
Say it's
haven't- we
not
still-
close.
Right now, it's not close.
No, say. Don't say now. It's just not
I
close.
think he's gonna be a better winner than Harden.
Who the fuck cares?
A lot of people care.
Harden had to go against so much competition. The
Let's
context
look at the
is
Jordan
there.
argument. Let's look at the Jordan argument. No
No,
one cares
we're
about
not
the
going
stats.
down
We're
the.
just caring
We're
about-
not going down
Okay,
the rabbit hole.
okay,
It's just that
I'm just
Harden
saying.
is a better player. Just say it. Harden all time is a better player than Devin Booker.
Okay, obviously, but he's still got another 10 years left in him.
10 years is crazy. He's not playing till he's
He's
36.
27.
Devin Booker's playing till he's 37.
I think so.
Okay. Moving on.
You don't think?
No.
You don't think most players? No, you don't think so?
No, it's harder because people.
He's 25. He's 25.
Yes, and he's not proven anything to me to say
He's about to
on.
be 26.
Okay. Who is better? Don't lie. Clyde or Devin Booker? If you're building a team, you're drafting a team all the
Clyde.
time. Thank you. Who is better? Iverson as a shooting guard because he's shooting guard, point
Iverson.
guard. Jerry West. For the you gotta like counter errors too because like obviously Devin Booker is obviously a better player than like Clyde and Iverson. In terms of-
Stat wise, I would go Devin Booker than Jerry West. That's
if you compare the errors though, West clears them. Because at the
I don't know.
in his
I don't
era-
know. It's kind of hard to say because I never watched Jerry West play.
But in his era, he
And
was
again,
so
we're going
good.
off stats. We're going off stats. I can't judge that.
You don't judge off stats. You judge off errors. Like the players that played in their
Me.
eras.
The players that play in the eras were like firemen.
It doesn't matter. He was still the best fireman out of all of them.
I mean,
That's like me saying, right? Like, it's just actually, I'm not gonna go there. That's actually crazy. But
yeah, you lose to Jerry West, 81 years old right now.
I would, and you would too. You would bust your ass.
No, I
You
wouldn't.
would bust your ass.
I'll probably get him. I'll probably get him to 20 points. And
You
then I
would
get
not.
21.
No, you would.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you're not scoring 2.
I think.
We're playing with 2s and 3s. You're not
think
scoring
I will.
2.
Okay, I guess right now I'll go with Jerry West. But like, we're talking about this guy has only played like what 6 seasons? No,
For the
wait,
first
wait.
5 years.
6 seasons. Compare the first 5 years.
Yep.
First 5 years. In the start of his career, I say goes. Wait, no, that's it. Wait, hold on. Okay, I guess I give it to Jerry West.
It's just there's no way Devin Booker will ever be a top 5 shooting guard if he
I
can
think
never
he is.
wait until he can be a top 5 player in his league. He will never be one of the shooting
We're
guards.
comparing people. He's played against Kobe. He's played against LeBron. He's played against
Harden
Kevin
did the same
Durant.
thing, and Harden was the best player in the league at one point. There
I
was
know,
a point where he was
But
the
you're
best.
comparing Jerry West, whose competition was very weak compared to Devin Booker.
Yes, but also Jerry West's
I'm not
skills.
saying- okay.
Jerry West's skills was also on the same level. Then
Are you talking about who would you want right now? Right now.
No shit, I don't want an 81-year-old Jerry West or like.
Okay, I know. I'm saying about James Harden and Devin Booker. You're like, I want James Harden because he was better all
No,
time.
I would want him right
I
now
think
because he's a better
all
player
time.
right now.
I don't think so.
It's just I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's easier probably to build around Devin Booker. He probably fits in more situations. But as a better basketball player, if I'm going to play or I'm drafting players, Harden is a better basketball player. But building around it, you're right. Devin Booker's easier. But a better basketball player.
Scoring right now, it's Devin Booker.
Scoring right now, but you don't count playmaking as offense.
No, I do.
So passing counts, right?
Yeah, I think Harden's a better passer, but it really doesn't
Playmaker,
matter
who's
because his
better?
team is not good.
So if the Sixers have a better record than the Suns, will you say Harden's better? Keep it consistent.
It'll show he's better. It will show.
Okay, that's what you go off of, like records and stuff.
I go off basically their whole game in general.
But a team thing, a team stat, is what you're going off of. When like Harden has played
Individual,
great,
individual, individual player stats. Devin Booker's a better scorer,
that's it. And he shoots better. That's it.
and he shoots better. Exactly.
That's it.
They're defensively the same.
No, Harden averages the
Yes.
block.
0.7 on a block, and like what?
That still counts.
That doesn't
Four games.
that doesn't make him a better defender.
But if you take away Harden's one bad shooting night, I guarantee he shoots better than Booker.
No.
If you take it away, I'm pretty sure he shoots better.
No. Hold on. I'll look at it right now.
Good. And either way, it's comparable then. It's like very close.
Yeah, but it's still gonna go to Devin Booker.
So if he shoots better, right, then you just give it to Harden?
I think if Harden, okay, so just not shooting. It's not okay. I'm just saying, right? When it comes to scoring, in a consistent level, right? Because James Harden is not consistent when like so far right now, he's not consistent in scoring.
One game.
So that one game ruined him. He did not play good that one game. What do you mean it's not fair? You have to
It's
take that in
just one
consideration.
game. It's like
he cannot shoot.
everyone's gonna have a bad. I can't wait. I can't wait till Devin Booker has one bad game. We're recording it live.
but,
right?
like,
If
you're
he has a
right
bad
now.
game, I'm
We're talking
recording
about
it
the
live.
games.
And
We're talking
I
about their
will
games.
wait. Just wait.
We're talking
for it.
about no.
No,
Because
wait for it. Just wait for it. Just you got it. Wait.
You're saying right now we're comparing their stats. Devin Booker out of 4 games has played better.
No, he hasn't.
He has more consistent. He's more consistent.
He's more. Who has more assists?
Harden.
Who has more rebounds?
5, 4.
4 assists is a
Harden.
lot.
I know.
By how many rebounds?
Huh? Oh, Harden averages 0.8. Devin Booker has a higher steal.
It's 1.3 to 1.3. Don't lie.
1.2, 1.2, 1.3.
That is an insane propaganda to push.
It's still more. It's still more.
That is
it's
an
still
insane propaganda.
Still
It's like,
more. Still more.
that's insane.
Harden has a 0.8, but you're still holding that against him.
Yes, because it's 0.2 away from averaging a block a game. Like, it's just like right there. It's like,
Okay, but I think in my personal opinion, Devin Booker has been more consistent than Harden has right now.
okay,
Harden
that's
has
fine.
slowed down. Harden has slowed down. Devin Booker hasn't slowed down yet.
Okay, if you say so, bro. Like,
And he
also
Booker has played against better people too.
also
He shot bad against-
Booker averages 21 shots a game. Okay. Do you want to know how many Harden averages?
Like 18.
18 and a half. So if he were to get the extra 2 shots, he's probably averaging around 30.
Yeah, but he's also shooting really bad from three. He's shooting 38% from three.
It's crazy. We're
for the
comparing a number one option to a number 2 option, and the number 2 option is playing almost just as good as the number 1.
He's the number 1 option right now because you said that Embiid's not performing well.
He's really not though.
Okay, so he's picked up the slack and he's not performing better than Booker is.
No.
First of all, second of all, Booker's the better 3-point percentage right now, and you can't say it's just one bad game because he also has another bad game.
Yes.
1 for 7 for the 3.
Yes, I said he was a better
Okay,
shooter. Not mid-range shooter. I said he's a better 3-point shooter. Right now,
I think he's a better mid-range shooter too.
no, he is not, because James Harden's most of his shots come from the mid-range. He's shooting them better.
Booker, so does Booker.
No, but Booker's shots are more 3-point oriented than it is mid-range oriented.
No,
It is. It really is.
no, it's not. It's not. Booker
James
is more of a
Harden-
mid-range shooter.
We're not going to agree, but I'm going to tell you this. Joel Embiid is still the number 1 option on that team. In the last possessions of that Milwaukee game, they were going for Embiid. Even in games where it's like they need to score in a possession, they don't go through Harden. They go through Embiid. I promise you, if Embiid was given the number 1 option spot, he's averaging more than Booker in every category.
Okay, so I'm looking at the stats right now. Harden averages 26.8,
Yes.
while Devin Booker averages 32.5.
Okay.
So that's 5.7 more. 5.7 more than Harden.
2 through more shots. he has a chance of eclipsing 30 points a game.
Okay, but
So
that's just
averaging
coping. You're
averaging
coping.
two. No, it's just statistical like facts. Like if I'm giving you three more
Okay,
shots,
but
if I'm
you
giving
gave
you
him two
three
more
more
shots. You
shots,
still Devin Booker still shoots better from the three,
that's
and
fine.
Booker
I'm
has
not saying that
Booker
that's like I'm not arguing that because the only thing you have is that he shoots better. That's it. That's your
and
only argument.
Harden is going against the Pacers and Spurs, shooting. He's shooting shit against the Spurs.
Well, I mean, it's easier to hone in on one guy that's carrying the offensive load. It's kind of hard to like. It's easier to hone in on one guy there. It's just I don't know how to explain it to you.
Mm.
I'm not gonna keep
Clippers,
egging this on.
good
I'm
perimeter
not.
defenders.
The
Trailblazers
Clippers
3
played like
0.
ass that game, and everyone knew they were playing ass.
Okay,
They
but
gave up.
they have okay, that's fine. They went against the Mavericks
In that
as
Clippers game, by
well.
the way, the Mavericks suck. They're terrible defensively. That Clippers game, by the way, Luke Kennard was picking up Devin Booker at times because that's how bad the Clippers were playing. It was so bad, it looked like they gave up like defensively and offensively. They just pulled people out because it just looked terrible. Ty Lue threw in the towel at the third quarter. They were trying to come back and they just gave up. Speak about like people giving up and like playing shit teams. The Clippers were shit. They were disappointing. Made me sad. I watched it.
They're a lot better team than the fucking Spurs.
Not there. Nope. Not the way they played.
They have Paul
Fuck no.
George.
Not the way they played. Nope.
They have Paul George.
Not the way they played. The way they played basketball that game, they were worse than the Spurs. They were awful. It's okay to say a team is bad, like in a game.
I just don't know who the fuck locked up Harden and the Spurs.
It was a team defensive thing. It's not just one person. Jacopoto was also out rebounding Joel Embiid.
I don't know, man. Shooting 18 shots, making 4 of them, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's a bad game. Devin Booker also had a bad game in the playoffs against the Mavs.
That's fair to say, but we're not talking about the playoffs. We're talking about right now, who you want as a player right now.
And
who
I
you think is a
want
better
Harden.
player
I'll
right now.
take that one
And
bad game.
I'm
I'll take
saying
the
Devin
one bad
Booker.
game. And I'm not saying you're crazy for that, but I'm saying is that it's like
You are saying I'm crazy.
I am saying you're actually crazy. Yeah, I do think you're crazy.
I don't think I'm crazy at all. I think Devin Booker is the better player right now.
I think you're crazy. But anyways, we're going Hero versus Poole. Who are you taking?
I think offensively they're kind of the same, but I think defensively Hero's better.
Give me Poole.
He's taller. He's taller. I want Hero over him. 6 man of the year. Poole couldn't get it done.
Who's a champion?
You're right, but
Yeah.
you know who has Steph Curry on a team?
I'd rather
Who
be.
has Steph Curry? Who has Steph Curry on a team?
Who has
a
Jimmy Butler?
generational point guard. Yes, you compared Steph Curry to Jimmy Butler. Jesus
No, it's
Christ!
not Jimmy
Oh my
Butler.
God.
It's Himmy Butler.
Yeah, he's clearly not
Also,
him right now.
Tyler Hero couldn't play because he hurt his groin in the playoffs. So
Yeah, you try playing with your balls hurting, bro.
yeah, his
Guarantee you
balls are
can do
hurt
it.
because he was fucking other women. He literally cheated on his girlfriend.
Tyler. Oh wait, that's not W.
No, it's just...
That's not W.
Also,
What is that,
Poole is a
W?
way better ball handler than him. They're in the same tier of players.
You're right.
And
You're right.
Hero is not that much of a
I think Hero's a better shooter.
He is not that much a better. I don't think he's a better shooter, but he's not that much of a better defender than Poole.
Yeah, I mean the other night Hero had 15 rebounds. He's also a better rebounder.
All right, dog. Embiid versus Ja. Who do you want?
And that's a weird comparison, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, who do you want?
I mean, all time, obviously Joel Embiid, but right now, Ja Morant.
I said Ja too. I want Ja because it feels like he always, no matter what game it is, he's always on 150.
I think it's just a weird comparison, only because like obviously you're gonna pick Ja Morant to build the team around right now.
Not Bill. Who's a better player? Like, who do you want?
Right now, Ja.
Right now, Ja. Yeah, I think right now Ja is just playing better. I think that. I don't like Joel Embiid that much. I think he's very overrated. I like him,
I love
but
Joel Embiid.
I think that he's so inconsistent, and I don't like the way he plays basketball. I think he goes for too many fouls. I'll take the human highlight reel. I don't care if he's a worse player, statistically and basketball-wise. I don't want Embiid on my team. I think it's very sad for the way he plays sometimes. But here's my favorite one that we have. Desmond Bane or Tyrese Maxey?
Wow. I say Tyrese Maxey.
Give me the guy with the T-Rex arms. Desmond Bane is better than Tyrese Maxey.
I'm gonna go Tyrese Maxey
Are we
here.
serious? Are you serious right now?
He's disappointed me this
Are
so far.
you serious that you're saying that
He's disappointed me. He's
Tyrese Max?
disappointed.
What does Tyrese Maxey do exactly that is better than Desmond Bain? Dribbling?
Score, scoring, dribbling.
No. Scoring? No.
Yeah,
Scoring?
yeah,
No. Desmond Bain's a better
yeah.
shooter than him. He's a better mid-range shooter than
No.
him.
Oh, yeah, clearly he's shooting 38%. How?
To start the year, you're dick riding that so hard. Holy shit.
Okay, but you're comparing stats from last year. Maxi has shooting better,
He's playing better now, yeah. A little bit, yeah.
and last year too.
Last year, he not played better than Desmond Bain.
Yes, he did.
Who was the most improved player?
John Morant.
Who gave the award away?
John Morant.
Who got the award?
Last year,
Who got the award?
Last year, Maxi shot 17.5, so basically 18, with 49% field goal and 43% from the 3-point line. And then Desmond Bain, last season, he had 18.2, 46% from the field, and 44% from the three.
So he's one of the best shooters in the NBA.
Field goal, three-pointer wise,
Yes.
Three-pointer wise, he did shoot better. But from the field goal, Maxi shot better.
Yes, because Maxi
overall.
Maxi takes more shots, I bet, in like just mid range and paint, because he's more of a cutter than he is a shooter. I can tell you that with a fact. He is.
And also, you have to take into consideration James Harden and Joel Embiid are also on the same team with him.
Yes.
So he's doing that much. He's scoring almost the same amount as Desmond Bain, and Desmond Bain only has John Morant.
John Morant's a very ball dominant player.
And of course, you're right, but also James Harden's also ball dominant, and Joel Embiid's also ball dominant. They have two ball dominant players.
But the thing is that when both of them are out, you know who's scoring the ball?
Maxi.
Yes, and that's when his time is to flourish.
If you have John Morant out,
Look what Desmond Bain averaged with John Morant out. And also that team, the reason why he doesn't average that many points, they're a very team-oriented team. Like, they are a lot about getting everyone involved. You had players in that team, like Dylan Brooks, I think he averaged like 15 a game. And you have also Jaren Jackson who averaged 15 a game. Kyle Anderson probably averaged around like 10 or 12 a game. Everyone was eating on that team. Rather than the 76ers, it's just very top-heavy where it's like Harden... Tobias Harris
shot...
Harden and Embiid, Tobias Harris, and that's it. And Maxey too. Everyone else was just a stat filler. Right?
Yeah, I mean...
So just different offenses, but based off game, to me, Bane's a better mid-range shooter, better shooter from three. I wouldn't say he's a better finisher. He has potential to be because he's like a bigger build, but I haven't seen him finish better than Maxey because Maxey is more crafty. Better ball handler, it's Maxey. Better playmaker, I think it's closer to what people actually think. I think Desmond Bane's a really good playmaker, but either way, you can give it to Maxey. And I think overall as a defender, Bane clears him. It's not close. So give me Bane.
Yeah.
I think he's just great. I think if you put Bane on any team, he fits too. This is also a plus on some people.
I think this is like a choice where it comes to like what team you have.
But I don't know what team how many teams are you taking Maxey over Bane? Is it more than 5?
I say yeah.
Name the 5.
I think Maxey would fit good with the Heat. Who else? I gotta think of the teams. The Hawks.
No, I don't think he fits anywhere with the Hawks.
You don't think so?
DeJounte Murray and Trae Young.
That's true, I guess.
Even with the Heat, I don't even think he fits well either.
76ers, he fits well.
The Heat has no shooters.
76ers, he fits well.
I
Timberwolves.
think Bane fits way better on that team than Maxey does.
Timberwolves.
Wolves, you can have a case for.
Lakers.
No.
They're not struggling. I don't think defensively.
Who shoots better? I'm saying you're comparing it between Maxey and Bane. Do the Lakers want Maxey or Bane? They want Bane, a 3-and-D guy. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
So there's really not much.
Man, I just gotta think about it. I mean, if you put me on the spot, I can't name 5.
Man,
I just gotta really think about the teams.
What do you think about the Klay versus the Booker beef? Did you see it?
Yeah, I did see it actually. It was kind of Klay's kind of overhyping his four rings.
Overhyping.
Granted, he has every absolute right to flex his 4 rings, right? But he's kind of acting like he was the main reason why they won. Last year, he kind of got carried.
Yep.
He got carried definitely 100%. With the KD rings, he played his part, I guess, but he wasn't like the main reason why they won. They didn't really need Klay Thompson. They just had KD and Curry. Absolutely, the 2 seasons they won. That's the absolute reason why they won. The first ring they won, he played a huge part. That credit goes to him and Curry. So I feel like when he flexes the 4 rings, it's kind of like he lets that get to his head, and you know he thinks he's better than everyone else because he has 4 rings. That's like Robert Horry going up to fucking LeBron James. You're like, I have 7 rings. I'm better than you. You know, like
I
I'm
get
not.
it.
I'm not saying that the same skill level, but it's like another person who has more rings than LeBron just going up to flexing them, even though it's fucking LeBron.
Yeah.
But Devin Booker, he was also talking shit too. So he did kind of deserve that. He even admitted he was like he kept flexing that he had 4 rings already, and it's well deserved. Like I get it. Like it's absolutely worth show flexing your 4 rings. That's what he said in the post interview. So like, if you're gonna talk shit, I get it. Devin Booker does that to like get into people's heads, and it works, dude. Like he got like how many people rejected that game? Klay Thompson.
Didn't work with
That's it.
Luka. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, obviously, it didn't look like, but like it works sometimes. It works. It worked last game. He
I
talked his shit, got Klay Thompson ejected. They won the game by almost 30 points. You know what I'm saying? Like people can't take the shit talking, right? If they're losing, they can't handle it. Klay Thompson can't handle it. Last season, I think it was LeBron. John Moran was talking shit. He got a little angry. Um, what
Aaron
else?
Stewart cannot handle it for shit.
I mean, last season in the playoffs, Devin Booker couldn't handle the shit talking.
Yeah.
Shit talking works. I just don't get like you get so angry that you have to talk shit and like actually get genuinely upset.
I mean,
Like, there's no reason to get genuinely upset for talking shit. You
yeah.
know,
I guess so.
it's common in the sport. It's banter. You know, you're supposed to get in the opponent's head, but the fact that you have to take it so seriously, you want to fight Devin Booker, that's fucking ridiculous, man.
Yeah, it's kind of insane.
Yeah, dude.
I think it was good though that that happened because obviously Clay can talk all he wants. Like you already said that. It's more
I mean,
like,
this season, I don't think you should talk.
yeah,
'Cause he's
I
not.
think you should not say anything. Be like, hey,
Yeah, dude. Devin Booker's playing way better than he is. So he should calm down a bit. Let Poppy Steph talk the shit.
yeah, I don't know all the context between what happened in general because we weren't on the court. We didn't hear
Yeah,
anything. But what I will say is what I'm happy about is that Poole and Draymond were talking shit back when Clay
I
was
know.
ejected.
Yeah,
So it's good to see
yeah.
that their chemistry is still there. At least I don't even look. It looks like if we didn't know the punch happened, if we didn't know the punch happened, we would just assume they're still best friends.
hmm
It doesn't look like they're not. They're still very vocal to each other. It's not like they're playing differently. They're just bad defensively now. But
It definitely changed the mode between them. Like, oh, I know this happened and all, but it doesn't make them nonetheless not friends.
I feel like if I punched you in the face, we would still be the same. I feel like after a month, it would just be
Like,
like,
I'll think of you differently for a little bit if you just like straight up punch me in the face because I was like, "Yo, why are you shooting free throws, bro? You're fucking shit."
yeah, no,
And you punch me in the face.
yeah.
I'm like,
I would
there's
say
no, you
deserved.
actually punched me in the face.
Deserved.
No,
Yeah, I think it's deserved.
no, I don't think so.
Is there any last takes you want to get off before we end the show?
I do want to say, I know we haven't posted in like over a week, and that was like due to me being sick. Like I was sick for like a week straight. Like I could like barely talk, and my voice is like, like I'm still trying to get better,
It sounds
but
like that
I
already.
feel better.
Like always, it sounds like that. If you didn't know, just letting you know.
I was just like, like I gotta, get a little feel a little better to do it. But I gotta say like the Westbrook hate has to stop. It's kind of ridiculous. Like it's affecting the whole team. The team chem in the Lakers is like awful right now. Um, it's getting. I remember last season they were like threatening his wife and shit.
That's too far. It's just basketball.
It's too far. It literally is just basketball. Like I get it. That's your favorite team. You want them to win, but the fact you're going after people's families because you don't like them.
But basketball is my favorite
Oh,
sport, and it's the favorite thing. Like outside of people, it's my favorite thing ever to exist. And you just enjoy it. Stop hating. players. Like they're trying. There's no way you don't think that Westbrook is not trying to be better. And if you think that him playing bad by you shit talking him will help, it doesn't. His kids are on social media. His dad's on social media. Everyone that he knows is on social media. The fact, I'm not saying you have to like be like cautious what you say, but to the point where it's like if you're saying that like you hope that he dies or something like that, that's insane. Tone it down. Like you
You
should know
never see
better.
this in any other sport. You'll never see
Yeah,
this
as
in
a
it.
human being, you should understand that that's a bad thing to say. So you like I feel like people when they're on Twitter, for example, they lose their emotions. Like they don't know what humans are. Like they just forget. They forget that like these players, they think that it's 2K players. When a 2K player misses a shot, like if Westbrook in 2K misses a shot, you're screaming, you're yelling, blah blah blah. But they're taking it to the point where it's real life, where it's like you can't tell this AI to die because it's a real person that you're talking to. This person has feelings, a family. It's just terrible,
I
and
agree.
I want them to stop that. But on a lighter note, I have some couple things that I want to say before the episode ends and stuff like that. Everyone here that is listening, we had close to 6 likes last time, so there's 6 people listening to this podcast. We're close to 6. If you got to this point, your homework for the whole entire whatever week until we're back, you have to watch the Pistons and Pacers play. If you don't watch one of those teams play, don't tune in. Do not do it because you are missing out on the greatest basketball teams you're going to see in a while. They are the funnest teams to watch because they just run shit down and they're trying different things. Tyrese Halliburton's a show. Both Isaiah Jackson and Isaiah Stewart are like the two most fun centers in the NBA because they're punching people for rebounds. They do not care. They will fight you for a rebound. When they played against each other, it was literally watching two men fight whole time. And also a side note, Jalen Duren is very fun to watch too. So please watch him.
I agree. Yeah.
Watch him play basketball. That's pretty much all I have to say. You good?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
All right, we'll see you guys next week or whenever we make an episode. See ya.